You're live.
We're live. Late and fake. We're none of these. Okay, we're 1 minute late. Come on, man.
Yeah, it's mostly because YouTube wouldn't let us go live.
Why do we look really yellow in the preview?
Because we look really yellow in OBS.
It was fine. What
this
the hell happened?
This is why I was questioning your logic.
It looked fine, and now it's changed. Was it on automatic and it's drifted or something? It was fine. We changed it. We literally just had a conversation about this before going live. You're the photographer guy. I don't know how to fix that.
It's true.
Hi, live from Mexico. We're going to now today. This is the Mexico filter, apparently. Fine. Okay, I guess we're shooting in yellow today. This is the Deus Ex piss filter. So yeah, 2700K guys talk tech. Yeah, no kidding.
I just set it to what you told me.
It looked good, and now it doesn't look good. It changed itself. I don't know. I'm blaming you. I don't know. There. Well, hi everyone. Welcome back. Yeah, it's real gaming PC building hours in that we're going to build a gaming PC and then I need to order more parts. And so, yeah, sorry, Marcus, we're speccing PCs more. However, people, I don't know, most people like it.
Do you have an actual computer to build?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yes.
Excellent.
Yes, I actually have two. However, one of them I want to do a video for.
Excellent.
So yeah. So yeah, we've got one to build. Another one I'm doing a video for because I need to make a video because I didn't make a video this week, which was mainly just because the shop was actually a bomb site. I've cleaned it up massively before you showed up today. Yeah,
yes, I can tell.
Yeah, I had one of those weeks where I spent the week surrounded just by boxes and packaging, and productivity was rough because there was just no space to move anywhere. And today I actually was just like, right, we're tidying. And I tidied it up and I'm just like, I feel so much better. We're actually going to get stuff done this week, you know. So yes. The shop is always a bomb site. Yeah, but there was boxes and cardboard everywhere. Terrible. So yes. Still worse than a normal shop. Probably. Yeah, most likely. However, there will be free space. Also, I think yeah, and I need to actually like fix OBS on the YouTube computer because that's annoying me sufficiently that it just, yeah. No, actually, I did make like 3 or 4 valid attempts at recording a video this week. Just all of them were busts because like it was a no fault found or just it was some nonsense rabbit hole where I'm just like, I don't know what's wrong with this. I have nothing intelligent to say about this. We're throwing this video out, you know. Because, well, people say they want failure videos, but, like, sometimes there are failure videos where it's just like, I have nothing intelligent to say about this. I have no commentary on this laptop. I just don't know what's wrong with it. So, yeah. So, yes. That's why there was no video this week, again. So, yes. Did I drive north? Yes, I drove up to Manchester. We did look at train tickets and stuff. However, when I came to actually book, at time of booking, it was going to be like 155 or something like that. And given that and I was like, I could just drive and then I'll have my car, which means I can bring a PC with me for VR stuff. And I was like, why would I take public transport when I can drive for like half the price? So yeah, the only disadvantage was obviously actually having to drive to Manchester. The trip up there wasn't actually too bad. The trip back was awful because my back hurt, but whatever.
Don't say it.
being on a train wouldn't have made that any better anyway. So yeah. Is it me or is the lighting different in this stream? Yes, it is.
Someone can't tell what yellow is.
Are you gonna fix it?
Yes. I'll change it.
Like, it was fine, then it wasn't. I don't know.
It was fine and then it wasn't. Yeah. I'm going to ignore all of your input.
Okay, right. It is now correct
And I'm
again.
just going to set it to what I had already set it to. And you went, no, it's too yellow.
Ah!
Oh, look, it's right.
It was right, and then it changed. I don't know, man. Fine.
See, JD's comment understands.
Heard from all the furry action. I see. White balance. Use grain for reference. That's a terrible idea. Yeah. I am not naturally coloured. Is Second Life
That's
the
the point.
same as...
It's white balance.
Is Second Life the same as VR? No, because Second Life is not a VR game. Alright. Anyway. Was thinking of UK people complaining of a long 50-mile drive. Yeah, well, I mean, in fairness, Manchester's like 200 miles, I think, something like that.
It's
a 4 to 5 hours.
It's 4 hours, and it can be either a 4-hour drive that's fine, or it can be an 8-hour drive that's awful.
Yeah, it was going up there. It was 5 hours for me because traffic. Coming back, I think it was 4 hours.
Yeah.
Although weirdly, though, it was the opposite way around. On the way up, I stuck on some of my favourite YouTube video essays and just cruised. Well, I say cruised. I cruised at 50 miles an hour in traffic. But we were never at a standstill, but there was just a lot of... it was very rare that I... Also, like, for the first leg of the trip, Google Maps took me, like, as the crow flied. Like, I think I skipped the M5 and skipped up to the M6 or something like that. And so it just kept me on B roads for, like, the first hour and a half. And I'm like, oh, my God, please put me on a motorway so I can switch off and start cruising, you know. But even still, once I hit the motorway, it was just, video essay on, switch off, start cruising, and it just wasn't that bad. On the way back, I was on the motorway, like, all the way down until Bath, and then it was just Bath back to here, which isn't so bad. But like I said...
also, it's just awful.
Yeah, it's true. It's not a... Yeah, the drive from... But I don't enjoy the drive from Bath. And yeah, also, as I say, my back was aching from about the halfway point. So by the time I got to Bath, I was stuck in that absolutely horrifying position of like, I'm tired and I hurt. Do I pull over and rest or press on and just get home? And in the end, I just decided to press on and just get home because I was like, even if I pulled over to rest, I don't think, like, even if I waited for 20 minutes, that's probably not enough for me to actually fix my back. So I just ended up pressing home. But miserable drive home. Absolutely miserable. So, yeah. Anyway, but yes, is Manchester a tourist place or something? No, it's just a very big city, which is where lots of people are, and I happen to have friends up there. So, yeah. I mean, Manchester is the new London now. Like, I haven't been... I was talking to my friend when we went up there, actually. I was like, I haven't been to Manchester for nearly 10 years. And, yeah, Manchester has changed. It really is just another London now. And also there's talk that they're going to get a metro system. They already have trams, but there's talk that they're actually going to get an underground. So it is literally just London 2.0 now.
It could be good.
So yeah, still got the legacy. So yeah, cool. I'm going to start building this PC, I guess, because it takes me forever to do anything. Building?
Because you said you had two.
Yes.
And one was going to be a video.
One was, yeah.
So which one are you videoing and which one are you streaming?
We're streaming the one that we spec'd up last week, I think it is. Yeah, which is the 9070 build. And then the other one I've got is a 9070 XT with a 7800 X3D, which is actually for Gex.
Oh, cool.
So he dropped in during the week and was just like, I want a new gaming PC. And yeah, we had the budget for a 7800 X3D and a 9070 XT, and that's going to be a really nice build. But
Won't that basically be the first time he's ever had a current computer?
probably, yeah. Which I think is why he's like dropping a decent amount. Like the budget is £1,600,
Oh.
so he had the budget for a decent PC, and he was just like, yeah, I've got money. I want a decent PC, you know. And I'm doing a video on that one because basically I want to do a video where I'm going to build the PC, but rather than building the PC and saying, I've chosen this component, this component, this component as I go, I'm going to list all the components from the beginning and then work backwards from the price. Because the thing that I've noticed now that when we're speccing PCs, the actual play that I think works really well is to fill out a spec list that gets you to approximately the budget, and then go, okay, right, we've spent the budget. Is there any way we can make this better? So basically start from the budget and a spec list and then justify your decision. Because instead of being like sort of, oh, why didn't I use this CPU and stuff like that, instead start from the endpoint and be like, could we put this in instead? No, that takes us over budget, you know, and so on. And basically just, as I say, start from the endpoint and work backwards, because that's what I did when we talked it over in the shop. I just immediately populated a PC part picker spec, and then I said, okay, so we put these in, and so the first question is, you know, we've got a 9070 XT. Okay, well, if we weren't using a 9070 XT, what would we use instead? Okay, right, we're not using a 5090 because that's $2,000 for the card. Okay, so what about a 5080? Could we put a 5080 in there? So firstly, is the 5080 actually meaningfully better? Well, it's a bit better in some places. You know, on average, it's a little bit better than the 9070 XT, and it has certain advantages, you know, if you want like NVIDIA specific. However, let's look at the pricing, and it's like, no, the 5080 is like £200 or £300 more expensive, and considering it's and that just completely obliterates the budget. So that's a hard no. Okay, so we've got the 7800 X3D in there. Could we get a 9800 X3D in there? Now the 9800 X3D, that's popped up on some special offers this week. However, at the time when we were talking about it, it was like I just managed to score a 7800 X3D for it was on AliExpress for 280 quid, and I actually got another 40 quid off of that just because AliExpress did that thing where it just randomly discounts it by another £40 for whatever reason, and I was like, okay, you know. Either way, 280 quid is still a great price for that CPU.
Yeah, it should have been £42 something because it was rebating either that. Because it couldn't prepay the VAT on it.
Weird.
Because there are a couple of sellers who aren't set up for the prepay VAT thing. So they show you the price including VAT, and then get to the end, and then they go, this isn't set up for the prepay. Here's the rebate of the VAT.
Oh,
You'll
weird.
have to pay this on import.
Yeah.
But obviously, some of the time,
yeah,
it just goes through.
Yeah, they aren't charging VAT, slides past customs.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Yeah. So I managed to score it with no VAT then apparently.
Yeah.
But at any rate, but the list price was 280, and if we wanted a 9800 X3D, I think the nearest
The
prices I was
absolute
seeing.
cheapest I've seen, that's like $330.
Yeah.
With any sort of real supply.
Yeah, and I think when I looked closer at that, it was more like 350 to 400, all the price I was seeing at the time. And I was like, okay, well, that's now going to cost us that's going to cost us about another £100, which again, we're already at the £1,600 limit, which is your limit, which that now blows us 100 quid past the budget. Okay, can we shave off anything else? Well, we can drop. We had 64 gigs of RAM in there. We could drop down to 32 gigs of RAM, but now we're sacrificing stuff that you actually want for getting that 9800X3D. 7800X3D, already a stonking fast CPU, and so on. And so that conversation, I think, is very interesting of, instead of pushing the envelope, instead shooting for the endpoint and then working backwards and going, why aren't we making it any better than this, you know? So that's the conversation that I want to try and do in this video. I have no idea how well that's going to go. There might end up being a lot of voiceover as I do bits of it in real time, and then bits of it I end up voiceovering while I build the PC.
I feel like it'd probably be better just doing it all as voiceover.
Maybe, yeah.
Because then you don't have to sit there, talk to camera explaining the stuff, then do a video with some soundtrack of you building it. Because what you're going to do is the sound whilst you're building it.
Yeah.
The voiceover instead.
Yeah, so I might do a bit of both.
You could cut runtime.
Yeah, so it might be that I end up like maybe I introduce the component in the video, and talk about like the specific version of it that I got, like the motherboard or something like that, and then as I'm fitting it in voiceover, I talk about what the other options were and why I didn't go for a different option.
Yeah.
And also, like, was there another option that was available that I just didn't go for out of personal preference, as is the case with most motherboards? Because, like, motherboards, there's a lot of preference in there. You know, obviously, broadly speaking, we're aiming for, like, B650s and stuff. And I will have that conversation of, why no X870? The answer to which is, that will be another £150. But also, like, why did I choose that specific B650? Because there are sort of 3 or 4 of them about to choose from. And like, normally I like Gigabyte motherboards, but actually I've got a couple of the MSI ones, which are actually a bit better.
Tomahawks?
I don't think it's a Tomahawk. It's the Gaming Plus. It's the Gaming Plus Wi-Fi. I didn't score any of those cheap Tomahawks, but the Gaming Plus Wi-Fi versus the one that we're going to put in this one, the gaming one. The Gaming Plus Wi-Fi actually has slightly better USB on it. So yeah, it's the same number of USB ports, but the Gaming Plus Wi-Fi has more USB 3 ports versus USB 2 ports. I
think the issue with the MSI when we were looking is it speccing up that one 2 weeks ago was that it was like £20 or £30 more. So obviously as the price moves around and fluctuates, obviously you get different things coming into being relevant and moving out of being relevant. Yeah. And also obviously if you go from a £1,000 budget to a £1,600 budget, or you can go, well, I'm going to spend £20 more on the motherboard to get the one that has the X feature. Yeah. You're not working down in price kind of thing. Case in point, you know, like for example, the build we're doing today is a 12. Yeah, it's £1,200 build. And then what was the other one for? Yeah, I might swap it around again, actually. I might put one of the MSI... Yeah, I might put the MSI board in this one and then put the Gigabyte in another build that's just still in the pipeline, that's still missing bits, doesn't have a graphics card and stuff like that. And I'll put the Gigabyte in that one because that's probably going to be more like a £1,000 build. So I'll put the Gigabyte in that one instead. So yeah, because this one's a bit more expensive, I'll try and maximize and put the better board on that. That has another 2 USB 3 ports versus 2 USB 2 ports instead. You know, very little difference. So yeah. So yes. So yeah. Yeah, and in terms of the VAT and stuff, they didn't, because I've got the CPU and I didn't pay any VAT on it. So apparently that slipped through. So yeah. Not enough of an uplift from the 7800X3D to the 9800X3 to justify the added cost. Yeah, agreed. Not when you manage to score a 7800X3D for. I ended up paying £240, £250 for it. Yeah. That's nuts, man. That is a crazy amount of horsepower for that price. Yeah, so for that gaming performance. Yeah. So yes, only if you have a VAT number. Yeah, but if you're VAT registered, then your customer is paying the VAT. So you then have to charge your customer the VAT. Like, so if I spec it up at £1,600 and then I say, oh yeah, by the way, that's now going to be £1,750 including VAT. Well, no, that doesn't work. So yeah, someone pays the VAT at some point. You have to factor that in, and you can't just add that onto the you can't just pass that on to the customer afterwards, because the customer is going to turn around and say, no, you said it was going to be £1,600. That's including VAT. So yeah, when at point of sale, you must include VAT.
in the UK. So yeah, so that's not quite how it works either. It's one of the reasons why, broadly speaking, it does not behoove me to be VAT registered, because it basically, I still don't save money. The VAT still has to be paid. It just depends on where you apply it, and you have to quote the customer, including the VAT, and you don't get to keep any of that money. So yeah. I have not worked with Threadripper before. However, I did pick up my friend in Manchester. I did buy from him an Epic server. So
Why?
because I wanted to. I want a server at some point just for running. I want a server at some point for running VMs on. So I want to run like Home Assistant. I want to run Proxmox, I guess, just to look at that. And I want to run like a NAS system that has cloud storage and stuff like that. And he was selling. He had this system to sell, and I was just like, and he was like, "Do you want to buy this off me?" And I was like, "You know what? Sure," because I haven't looked at server hardware. I have no experience with server hardware. This isn't modern. I can't remember what exact Epic it is, but and honestly, I didn't check the price, so I don't know if I overpaid for it. I paid £200 for this Epic system with a rack case. I can't remember if it's a 64 or 128 core chip. It's got 128 gigs of RAM in it, and it is a proper server grade motherboard.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know if I overpaid for it, but I have that now. So I guess we can have a look at that and have a play with it, and and I guess it's not like that different. It's still just a PC, but I don't know. I guess we can look at it and be like, cool, look, it's got the fancy server slots on it, and it's got a fancy server BIOS and stuff. So I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I own that now. So yeah. Editing your videos? No, absolutely not. It'll be terrible for that. I mean, I guess not.
I mean, it would be, because you use Vegas.
Yeah, true. Yeah, but it's not.
Is Vegas,
it's not what I bought.
Is Vegas aware of more than 16 threads?
No idea. Yeah, 200 quid for any 64 core is a bargain. Yeah, I mean, I could go and get it, and we could have a look at it. Do you want to look at it?
Sure.
Yeah, let's go and get it. Hold on a minute.
Ah!
You're right.
I click dragged OBS to the bottom of the screen, and it made it look like I closed it. You are no longer live. Why? You closed OBS. Understood. Oh. It's got one of those, yeah.
A Blu-ray drive.
No.
That's the bit that you're interested in.
No, because the MO discs, they're magneto-optical, and it's just kind of,
I see.
Interesting. Yeah.
Right, do you want to put it on bench cam for a sec, just so...
What?
All right, this is what I got, everyone. I don't know what any of it is, but this is it. That's a nice rack here. Okay, I was going to take the CPU cooler off to have a look at the chip, but of course it's an Epic one, so I don't think that's a good idea, because it's probably like torqued down, and I'm a bit scared of taking the cooler off of it. Yeah. 128 gigs of RAM, yeah, apparently. No, it doesn't have any drives in it. Caradog shuffling through all of the front slots. Yeah, so these are 32 gigabyte DDR4 2400 sticks. So, like, obviously the mega transfers isn't exactly screamingly fast, but they're 32 gig sticks. So, yeah, that's 64 there, so 128 gigs total. I hope I haven't just mega upset it by taking one of them out. I've no idea.
Now bricked it.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess we could plug it in and turn it on. It's got a VGA port on it, so we can play.
Yeah, which will almost certainly be for out of band.
For what?
The out of band management.
Oh, okay, yeah. Can we? Yeah, we can still just view it through that, right?
The out of band management is another computer that runs inside the computer to manage the computer.
I see.
Inside your computer.
Very well. But we can
you-
turn
if
it on
you
and
were
look
to-
at BIOS.
Yes. It will not.
I don't know how to turn this on. I don't know anything,
it will
man. That's
not
why I
give
bought
you
it. I want to
a
learn.
video output from the computer that is the
Yes,
server.
I understand. Yeah, sorry, I understand what you're saying.
It will
that it's
give you
yeah.
the output from the out of band management.
Yeah.
Part of that, it can view the settings that are in the main server BIOS.
You know what?
Yes.
Let's turn it on. Also, to power it, we've got a SFF PSU. So that's just what it came with.
Yes.
So yeah.
What is the board? Does it say
It's
that?
that,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
MZ32-AR0.
I'm just going to find a VGA cable for this.
Oh, nice.
The mezzanine
You've got
card.
SPFF.
Yeah,
it's dual connector SPFF.
Yeah.
Is it dual 10 gig?
Yeah, it's got it's got two LAN ports on the back. One of them is then there's a third RJ45 that's probably management.
Yes, the one with the M on.
Yeah. Have I got a VGA cable in here?
CX4421A.
There we go. There's a VGA cable. So we're not going to have any capture for this because VGA, but
What did I say? CX4421A. 21A. What are you? Mellanox. ConnectX. Expected.
actually it's pronounced Melano.
I will cause you pain. Oh. Ha. Well then.
I assume I can just plug a USB keyboard and mouse into this.
Yes. So, if that is the card that I think it is,
Yeah, is that like a £200 card on its own? Yeah.
it's also a 25 gig card, which is cool.
Ooh. Right. Oh, weird. This doesn't have a power switch on the back. Why? So yeah, this has been built up with like consumer fans in it, so it should be actually tolerable to be with. It's like you can see from the not to a cooler and stuff like that. This isn't. This has been sort of retrofitted for home use or home office rather than actually sitting in a rack with tornado fans in it. So, are we on automatic here? It's probably going to take 10,000 days to post.
Yeah.
VGA. There we go. All right. Whoop. Wendell is your new best friend, probably. Gigabyte. Spamming delete. Don't know if I was too slow on the delete there, but it's got nothing to boot from, so. So yeah, it's got a couple of M.2 slots over there, so we can put a boot SSD in that, and then it has got, it's got a 10 drive bay set up at the front. Half of them have the backplane, the other half do not have the backplane. So half of them have the hot swap and half don't. Continue.
I'm just intrigued by this person. I feel like this person has lots of money.
So, yes,
because they sold it to you for £200.
Is it worth a lot more?
And I'm
than
like, well, the mezzanine card is £300 on eBay. The motherboard is £570 on eBay.
Yeah. So they have
it's second and third gen Epic, so it's like it's not massively
okay.
old.
So yeah, because like I didn't know if it was going to be like a first gen thing or something like that. But yeah, but basically, I think he was shifting it just because he's replaced it with the other stuff. But like he gets stuff through work basically. So like this, like he probably never originally purchased this, but it was it came down to him through work where it got replaced or thrown out, and then he either got it from there or bought it from them for a song, and hence isn't heartbroken about selling it for a song, I guess.
Yeah.
So yeah. Right, we've got an Epic 7401P 24 core.
Ooh.
So no, it's not actually that spicy.
I mean,
But
no,
so-
it is
Yeah?
reasonably.
Okay, right. So
Oh no, sorry, yeah, 'cause it's the old ones. Sorry,
yeah, so
I forgot because they added the P. Was it P? No, it was F to the end of some of them, which were the silly fast clock speed ones.
yeah.
And I was just like, that's reasonably interesting.
Oh, it's doing weird stuff. All right, hang on a sec. We're going for a wander, folks. Na 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 na. Yeah. There we go. All right, that's what we got. Okay, total memory. Total memory is what, 262 gigs? That can't be right. Unless those sticks aren't all matching. I'm going to come around the other side so I can look at the labels on the back of them. Maybe just one of them I took out was a 32 and the rest of them are different. Right.
Can't actually
The two
read
nearest to you are
labels.
32s. The other two... Oh, the labels are on the other side. Let me see if I can stick my phone down there. Maybe there's a pair of 64s on the other side.
Yeah.
No, it's got 4 32 gig sticks in. So where's it getting that memory count from? 265 meg with IPMI gets some allocated. Pass, yeah. It's
Yeah.
Zen 1, yeah,
Yeah.
so it's like first gen Epic. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine then, yeah. I didn't think it was going to be that exotic.
Yeah.
So yeah. But still, yes. Yeah, it's functional though.
Yeah.
32 per stick, yes. So 32 times 4 is 128 is what it should be. So yes. Okay, yeah.
Interesting.
I don't know what a lot of this means though. If it's not apparently obvious, I've got no knowledge about servers, which is why I said, yeah, I'll buy it, because I was like, it was an opportunity to actually have some hands-on experience and figure it out.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, hold on a sec. So 262.144 divided by 1024 would give 256 gigs. Okay, yeah, that still doesn't add up to the sticks we've got in here though. I still don't understand where it's getting 256 from.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because the sticks have got 32 gigs written on them. Like, I'm going to bring up that picture again just to, like... Yeah, 32 gigabytes. And these ones were 32 gigabytes because I pulled one out.
Yeah.
So I don't understand where it's getting 256 from.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Are the sticks 32 on each side? Is that a thing? That seems stupid.
I don't know.
But yeah. Go into yeah, let's see. Where would we find more information? CPU, AMD CVS, chipset, server management, system event log. Yeah. Trust. Don't know where we would find any more information. That tells us about the CPU, but I don't know where we can find more information about the memory configuration. Virtual memory from an SSD that's removed. Go into RAM. Is there a RAM option that I'm not seeing?
I don't know. I would expect.
Yeah.
CBS to give us at least some info, just because obviously it's got
common options.
It's got some of the RAM options in there.
DF memory interleaving. Common options. Memory mapping. NB configuration. Nope.
Yeah. No.
Oh, I'm just going to change that now to power off, just so it doesn't automatically switch on every time we plug it in. Chipset, Northbridge. Yeah, I don't know. I guess.
What server management actually give you?
System event log.
I always say, okay. Huh.
FRU.
Oh, that's kind of handy.
Stuff and things. Network configuration, yeah. Yeah, possibly pull one stick. Yeah, I mean, whoops. I mean, yeah, we could turn it off, pull out one or two of the sticks and then see what it says. So, yeah, let's do that. Yeah, I'll just turn it off.
Save the setting?
Yeah, okay. Got to wait for it to post again now. Memtest stick for a quick peek. Yeah. Lab 256, Bars doesn't lie. I mean, yeah, I guess. That just seems weird considering the sticks have literally got 32 written on them. I'm just no idea how it got there. So I'll just wait for it to come up with a post screen and then I'll pull the plug on it. And yeah, I guess we could, but do we reckon Ghost Spectre would just start on this? There's no reason why it wouldn't, is there?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I mean, we could find out, I guess. There we go, that'll do. Right, power off. Right, I'm going to do some quick camera settings. Oops. Right, presets. Saved. Right, now we'll go... Yeah. And preset. There we go. I don't know where it's getting those other ones from, but that should go huh. Very nice. Good. All right. Cool. Right. Do these have to come out evenly? I guess I'll just take out one from each side and just see what it comes up with. If it drops to 128 gigs, then I guess that proves that they're 64 gig sticks. But yeah, that's what we got. It says 32. So unless, again, that is like 32 per side and it's just phrasing it weirdly. So yeah. Okay. Here goes nothing. Whoop. What CPU is it? It was a 7401P, I think. What? No, they're all the same board. We checked it. So yeah, we'll see what it comes up with in a sec, and then we'll let it do this post, and then I guess we'll stick a Ghost Spectre drive in there and see what that does. And then yeah, we'll see if it boots that up. Then after that, I'm going to start building that PC, because the plan wasn't really to look at this today. I just simply brought it up as just a, yeah, this is the thing I own now. And yeah, as mentioned to people who are asking, I'm probably going to run Proxmox on it. Because yeah, it kind of makes sense to run VMs on it. Like, so whatever I decide to actually use it for, it seems to make sense to run Proxmox. And then if I then I can have a Windows VM on there, and I can have a couple of Linux distros for running stuff and things.
Yeah.
Can it run Borderlands 4? No. The green PCB is an SPF card, so that's for putting in network adapters. Well, it is a network adapter, but it is dependent on what SPF adapter you slot in there.
Yeah, it's a
drop down to one. Yeah. Right, where's the thing gone? Are you on desktop view at the moment? No, yeah. So, hang on a sec. So, browser with chat. So that's the mezzanine card that's in there. So that's what that is, for those of you who want to know. And Benchcam. So now we've pulled out those two sticks. It's now dropped to 131 something, which works out at 128 gigs. So yeah, these are 64 gig sticks then, somehow. That must be 32 per side. I just don't understand why they're labeling them that way.
No.
Is that a thing? Does anyone know if that's a thing?
No
so yeah.
idea.
Whack. Oh well. Cool. Well, it's got 256 gigs of RAM then, apparently. So huzzah. Yeah, I don't think I need that much RAM, but it's got it. So yeah, right. No, it's definitely not a thing. Yeah, I mean, one more time, if anyone wants to take a screen cap of that. 3, 2, 1, 0, and look up what that's all about. Feel free to. I'm going to throw a Windows SSD in there and see if it'll boot it. All right. Where is my Ghost Spectre drive? I had it earlier on. Not over there. I think I'm going to have to steal Caradogs because mine's gone walkabout. Giving up in 3, 2, 1. Stealing Caradogs. Whoop. Got little thermocouples under these as well.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's see what that does. Ba-da-ba-da-ba. Hello, Pianov. Yeah, RAM IC part number comes out at 8 gigabit per IC with 32 total.
Yeah.
So yeah, it should be 32 gigs per stick. BIOS bug possibly. Yeah. Yeah, don't know. Right. I mean, if it boots up Windows, then I guess we'll find out from there. Although Windows might just get its information from BIOS, so we might get something funky there. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, right. Wait for BMC IP. Force display boot menu. Let's have that, because I doubt it's going to just automatically boot from whatever drive it can find. So.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay, let's see. There we go. I was waiting for the improper resolution thing to go away. Let's see. Windows Boot Manager. Yeah, let's have that.
Interesting.
And Windows. Yeah, there you go. There's a Windows loading spinner. It's doing it. All right.
Strange.
Is this have SLI or Crossfire support? No. It does not. This is not for gaming.
Did Crossfire require motherboard support?
Probably needed BIOS support. I don't think it needed any specific hardware though.
No. SLI required whitelisting.
Okay, let's have a look. Alright, there's our 48 cores, which is kind of cool. And yeah, there we go. Windows is reporting 128 gigs.
Yeah.
So yeah, no idea where BIOS is pulling that number from.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a weird configuration error. Yeah, maybe at some point it was configured with 256 and something else needs to be tweaked or something. But yeah, 48 threads. Yeah. So yeah. Oh well. Okay. Well, that settles that. So yeah, there we go. That's what we got. So yes. Yeah. So at some point, I guess I'll have some fun trying to make that run Proxmox, and then that will be nice because it means that I can start playing with things, and I will have just a VM machine where I can just spin up dedicated installs for stuff to look at.
Yeah.
So yeah. This thing screams Crossfire. I don't know what you guys are talking about. It's a server. Servers don't run Crossfire anyway. Clear the CMOS. Yeah. We could Cinebench it, I guess. Yeah. Let's do. We'll Cinebench it, and then that'll do, just for the lols. I'm not going to start messing with it because that's just not what I'm here to do today. I do actually need to get that PC built. So yeah. I'm going to just dive into here and open Cinebench R23, I guess, because that's what's there. What are you giggling at?
It's okay. It's fine.
Okay then.
It's all good.
Let's see. All right, go. Preparing project. Bwah. Yeah, I don't think this is going to be screamingly fast. I think I've seen other CPUs do this quicker. I think it's probably one of the highest thread counts I've encountered personally, but also they're not screamingly fast threads.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks fast just because there's lots of boxes, but yeah, the actual score isn't going to be anything to write home about. So that just did 18408. However, I don't know if that's particularly high or not. I can't remember what other stuff scores. So yeah, 18408.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there you go, folks. There was a Cinebench on it. So yeah,
Yeah, given it's Zen 1, that's, obviously very impressive because that's comparing to a 8700K, effectively, is the timescale for that.
Yeah. 5950X is 25K. Really? That's a bit depressing.
Yeah, but that's 3 full generations newer and
Yeah, I guess.
1.5 gigahertz higher.
Yeah.
And is 16 cores to 24, so it's not that much of a disparity
Yeah.
on cores.
Yeah, true that. Oh well. Well, this now exists.
Yeah.
Cool. Right. Shut down. Cool. So yeah, I will do something with this at some point.
Yeah.
So yeah, we could, like if you have interest as well, we could do some stream content with this where we actually just try installing Proxmox and just playing with that. I don't know what my timescale for it is.
Yeah, not massively.
Yeah. I don't think it's going to be terribly exciting because it's going to be a case of you install that on it. And it's like, cool, you're running VMs now. You can install Windows.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's not terribly exciting, but yeah. America the Free. Thanks for the $20. Thank you guys. Thank you, random citizen. Much appreciated. Hopefully this provides some kind of interest. But yeah, at any rate, it's a good opportunity for me to actually look at some stuff and maybe at some point I'll buy a cheap I'll buy a cheap secondhand 10 gig switch and an SPF adapter, so there is 10 gig networking from here to a switch or something. Like, I'm not 10 gigging the whole shop. I don't need that in the slightest.
No.
But just for the sake of having plugged
Hilariously, it'd be cheaper to 25 gig it.
Fair, yeah.
Because all the 25 gig stuff is too slow for enterprise, so they're throwing it away.
Oh, yeah. Okay, then, yeah.
Because they're on 400 gig now.
Yeah. But fair enough. At any rate, yeah, I'll do some stuff like that just for the sake of having plugged it in and be like, cool, I have connected this stuff up. I have some semblance of a clue as to what this looks like now,
Yeah.
So yeah. It's not going to be terribly exciting, and I don't think any of it is going to be particularly complicated. But that's the thing, is just I have not really dealt with server hardware in any meaningful way. And so for me, it's just an interest thing of being like, look, I've got a computer that actually has these SAS breakout connectors on it now. Like I've seen these, but I've never actually unplugged one before.
Yeah.
Now I have. So I guess that just pushes back in. Yeah, it does. There you go.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, yes. Put fiber throughout the shop. No, absolutely not. Cool. All right. I'll quickly take that out before I forget it's in there. But, yes. Yeah, that seems like an interesting way to just get a little bit of exposure to some server grade stuff, even if it's not devastatingly fast. It will do some stuff, and I don't need it to be devastatingly fast. I'm gonna run some VMs with it, and like I said, I want to run Home Assistant and host my own cloud stuff, and I will probably try and have it set up so I can run some game servers for some friends and stuff like that, because I do occasionally desire that.
Yeah.
Like the other day, some friends were talking about spinning up a Factorio server, and I was just like, oh yeah, well if I get my server up and running, then I can just stick a headless on it, So it just means that I will have a machine that is just sitting online with remote access that I can do that with,
I guess the only problem for games hosting is, will this actually be fast enough? Because it is Zen 1 cores.
Yeah, I guess it depends on what I need it to run.
Yeah, so for game servers,
yeah,
hosting it on a 3600 would be nearly twice as fast per core.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of...
Well, it doesn't need to run many of them. So,
but it's just a case of just... don't forget, we're still talking about Zen 1 cores.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you've got lots of them, so you can do lots of things, but a single thing won't be that fast.
Yeah. Well, most of the things that I want to do on it probably won't need much, which means I could probably, if I run a game server on it, I'm probably only going to run like 2 or 3, so I can allocate 8 cores per game server or something like that, you know, or 8 threads or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah. Power bill will go burr. It probably won't be that bad, you know. It's not going to be fantastic, but it's not going to be devastating.
It's also the fact it's only got a 600 watt power supply, so it can't be that bad.
Yeah, I mean, apparently it's a 170 watt TDP, but like it's not going to be maxed out all the time. So yeah. Fine. All right. Unplug that.
Yes.
Yeah. I can run MacOS and such. Yeah, I don't think I have any particular desire, or in a sense of I don't think I have any use for that. I have Macs in the shop. If I want to run MacOS, I'll just run it on a Mac, you know. Yeah. Yes, there we go. Right. Where is the thumb screw? I put that down somewhere.
Oh, no.
There it is. Yep, it came with a thumb screw as well, so, you know, that stops it from falling apart.
Good.
Whoop. Yeah. Bonk. There we go.
Whee.
So yes, if you just want to run Home Assistant and Cloud without massive VMs, get an AliExpress cheap N100 box, etc. Yeah, but like I want to learn about servers. That's why I bought a server. Yeah, I'm fully aware that if I want to run Home Assistant and stuff like that, there are easier ways to do it. But the point is, I wanted to get some experience with server hardware because I don't know anything about server hardware. So yeah.
Yeah.
The point was not to do it efficiently. The point was to do it with hardware that I have no experience with.
Yeah.
So yeah. Speaking of hardware that I have no experience with, here's some hardware that I have some experience with.
Do you?
Smooth segue. Kind of. I test drove a 9070 XT at the weekend because I took that up on this LAN box. Skeletor Road again.
I was like, there's no graphics card in there, so you had a bad time.
Yeah, I've stripped most of this apart already, but this has got the 7700 that's going in there, so this is coming out. But yes, no, the 9070 XT did well. In a test of one game, which was VR chat, I got basically the same performance as my 4080 for the given use case. So, which was slightly interesting. There's more to read into that, obviously. That was it wasn't exactly a scientific test, but yeah. It was also nice just because the 9070 XT was again the power color one, and it's a 2-slot card, and it was just I kind of enjoyed it because it was like this is a very fast card that is quite sensibly sized. You know, it's not a massive brick, and it wasn't hugely loud either. So it was just like, yeah, this is cool.
Yeah.
Right.
It's nice that some of the stuff is reasonable. Small and reasonable.
Yes. Well, that's it. Like with the big obnoxious graphics cards, it's very nice having that big cooler for silence. But yeah, I guess the point that I'm saying is just the fact of it was nice to just have a slight return to something that is sensible, because one of the big driving factors, like right now, I kind of want to put my computer in a new chassis, but my options for chassis are actually limited by the fact that I've got a stonking great 4080 in there. I've got the Asus TUF 4080, which is a huge breeze block of a card. And that means that there are certain cases that I would like to buy that I might not actually be able to fit my graphics card in.
Oh no, what will I do with all this 4080?
Yeah.
All this 4080 up inside my case.
Yeah,
My
I know
case.
this. I know
My
this
case,
is
my
first
case.
world problems, but yeah. So
Damn
you know,
YouTubers.
yeah, seeing the power color. I'm going to put that down now. Seeing the power color with just a 2-slot 3-fan cooler, you know, I was like, hey, that's actually, it's quite a long boy, but it's still reasonably sized. So yeah, how long is this actually? I'm going to grab a.
About that big.
Where is my tape measure? Is it next to the 3D printers? It is, I don't know where it is. That's annoying. Okay, oh, there it is. Probably could have looked it up by now. It's 290mm long. So, yeah, that's actually very reasonable.
Yeah.
Because it's still long, but I think when you get to 300 and above is when you're getting into, okay, this has actually got significant fitment problems, lengths.
Yeah, but it's only...
Yeah, it only sticks out a little bit past the board. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, yes.
Are
Yeah, I
there
almost did a
3
drop
la-
tips. Yeah.
I thought there were 3 layers of peel on this for a moment. I was just like, why? Why is there that much to peel?
Why, indeed. Right. Let's get this guy out the way. Ah.
I agree.
Those are antennas for the motherboard,
These are screws,
which I should have put back on the frame case, but they live there now.
which will now be lost forever.
Yep. Okay. Right, so CPU is already in there. I'm going to wipe off that thermal paste, though, just so I can put some fresh stuff on it.
Did it wrong.
Caradog very preemptively doing the peel over there. Cider time. It is cider time. I am going to grab a drink. I am starving as well.
Did you...
I had a slightly early lunch.
Okay, you didn't just forget to eat.
Oh, no, absolutely not. No, I don't eat breakfast, so missing lunch would be devastating to me. I would actually just wither and
Perish.
die. Yeah.
I like this.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? Actually, I'm just going to grab the XT version of it just to see if it is actually the same cooler. Pretty sure it is, but... let's bench cam a sec. Boop. Yeah, so it is an identical cooler. So yeah, one of these is the vanilla and the other's the XT. Yeah, so this is the XT, and this one's the 9070 vanilla. So yeah, visually identical. Just obviously the XT. What's the difference again? Is the XT just clocked a bit higher, or does it actually have more cores and stuff? I forget.
It has more cores and stuff.
Yeah. Right, that's the XT, so that one's going back over. Take this over to the other PC.
So yes.
Good. All right. Finish putting stuff on this then. Whoop. I eat once every 24 hours. No breakfast or lunch, just eat dinner. That sounds terrible, man. However, yes, I am hungry and I'm thinking what I can snack on. Don't think
Cider.
It's delicious.
It's got apples in it.
Yeah. All right, hold on.
Vodka. It's got potatoes in it.
Let's see. What do we got? Got the hurdle maker. That's the hurdle maker.
Golden and earthy medium.
Got the smuggler. That's 6%. What do you fancy, by the way? You having one?
I'm going to have a golden and earthy medium.
Oh yeah, you've got something over there already. Very well.
Huh!
Oh. Shepherdess.
You've got to surprise it.
I liked the shepherdess. I'll have one of these. Oh no, I made this mistake last time.
Are you a pillock?
Well, it's got sediment at the bottom, so I'm turning it over. However, I will go slowly this time, yeah. I'll make sure to open it over the top of the motherboard as well.
Sediment IT2.
Right, I'm going to Hammer of Thog this so I can do it in a bit more of a controlled manner.
Sai says he eats every 24 minutes.
Relatable. Well, not really, actually. I don't snack, so not relatable. But funny.
I don't snack, he says after going, I wonder what I can snack on.
I don't snack much, you know. Uh, 32 gig, DDR5, 6000 CL30 RAM. Going slowly but shaking it more isn't going to be any better. Yeah, it is, because I'm slowly releasing the pressure so it doesn't just go. That actually is, in fact, how it works.
I have 10 boxes of that RAM.
Alright, well, cool. I'll stick the SSD in there as well. Am I on shot? Kind of. The camera isn't remotely straight, so that's fun.
I can't help but feeling that this is the position that you set.
Yeah, well, I was doing it cack-handed. You have the ability to fix this, and you're opting not to, so, you know. It's like the white balance all over
Okay.
again. Thanks.
Oh. That went a lot faster than I expected.
Gaming written on the motherboard. Now that's real. Yeah. Real gaming PC building hours.
There we go.
Alright. Le SSD.
Is it bent?
No, just sparsely populated, as the modern ones are.
Yeah.
The hell? There's just a whole bunch of thermal paste that fell onto this thing somehow.
Help me, I splooged on my heatsink.
Apparently, yeah.
Isn't this the one board with all the USB 2?
Um,
No, this has 2 USB 2, 4, 5 USB 3 and the Type C.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I was wrong about that. Maybe when I looked it up, I was mistaken.
Don't forget, this is the gaming, not the Eagle. Not the AI, not the top,
Yeah.
not the ice.
Yeah, I mean, I thought that's what I looked up, because I thought I looked at my purchase history, unless I just bought another one at some point and
You
whatever.
bought
'Cause
you did purchase a gigabyte. This is shit edition. Don't know why we make this at some point by mistake.
No, a customer did. That was what that was the when we had one of those on the podcast. That was a customer purchased one.
Yes. Did you not also buy an Eagle for someone thinking it was a gaming?
Oh, maybe I did. I don't recall.
Yeah.
Oh well. Either way, well, it turns out good. I didn't buy a crap motherboard for this build, so we're actually using a decent.
Yeah, 'cause as long as you bought the things I told you to.
All right, all right.
Because we spent 2 hours talking about it, we would have noticed. You would have gone, Caradog, what the hell's this? And I would have gone, oh yeah.
The sass. Slow and steady. All right. Good. Right. So that is built up. So right. Let's get this out of the way, and then we can build a case. And when I say build a case, I mean take the case out of the box.
Excellent.
Oh, CPU cooler. That's what I was forgetting. My God, I'm dropping everything today. The drop tips are real.
It's the low blood sugar.
Well, we can add the sugar in at least, yeah.
Ah! Why is there a tiny wheelie chair?
Because it has nowhere else to go. Will you throw it out onto the street?
Oh, I found your Ghost Spectre SSD.
Oh, neat. Where was that? Oh, yeah, I knew I'd seen it. I knew I'd seen it somewhere and been like, oh, there it is. That's a sensible place. I'll leave it there.
How's that a sensible place?
I don't know.
It's in the done computer pile.
It's not buried.
Is this another one?
No, it's the same one.
Okay.
Which still doesn't have drivers because the company doesn't exist and I can't find wretched audio drivers for it.
I was like, how many of these do you have?
Yeah. Right. Boop. Boop.
Get out of here, chair.
Okay.
Don't be a coward. Wash the motherboard with cider.
That will sticky. Just.
It's okay. You have an ultrasonic cleaner.
Yeah.
And as proven in that one video, you can throw it in from 2 meters away.
I was about to say next April Fool's just cider in the ultrasonic, but that requires putting 20 litres of cider in there.
Yeah, as long as you wash the ultrasonic out first, you can still drink it.
I'm not buying 20 litres. Actually, hang on a sec. 20 litres, so
40 pints.
yeah, hang on a sec. So so 40 cans, I guess.
Yes.
So right, there's
Two 24 packs.
2 24 packs. Yeah, that's what I was trying to calculate and failing to. 2
2
24
times
packs.
24
Yeah,
gets you almost there.
that's still going to cost a horrifying amount of money. Might as well buy boxes of wine, probably. And also, yeah, that's the problem, is you wouldn't want to waste the cider, but if it's Strongbow, then I ain't drinking that shit either. So, White Lightning. White Lightning would be extremely funny for the memes.
It's okay.
Caradog's looking up the price of the cheapest cider that
It's
isn't.
okay. I have the solution.
Sainsbury's original dry cider, 2 litres for £3. I mean, it's probably not bad. So yeah, we need 10 of those. So that would be £30. That's not awful. Like, it probably cost me it cost me £30 to put ultrasonic cleaning fluid in it. You know, because
Excellent. You could get Crompton Oaks strawberry fruity cider.
that comes out at the same price. Yeah.
Yeah.
What CPU you use?
Ah, there we go.
This has got a Ryzen 7 7700 in it.
There you go. £1 a litre. There we go.
Hey, for Compton Orchard, yeah. Whoop.
Oh, I don't like it when you put it into those perspectives. Henry Weston's is £5.10 a litre.
Yeah. Yeah. It's tough sometimes because also like Henry Weston's vintage is also just vastly superior to all of them. But also like some of those are probably like fine. Like I think that Compton Orchard is probably pretty trash. Like it's got 2.5 stars out of 5. But, you know, there's going to be one of them there that is cheap and you'll drink it and you'll be like, that's fine, that's passable, you know.
Yeah.
Plastic.
But yes, £1 a litre. Aldi cider, 2 litres for £1.89. There we go.
Outstanding. Okay, right. Writing is that way round, so I'm putting it so the writing is all the same way round. And as a special treat, I'll put some thermal paste on it.
Can you imagine the looks of a checkout guy that much Strongbow in the trolley?
I mean, yeah,
it'd be the normal amount that people buy Strongbow in.
I was going to say, the kind of people who buy Strongbow, yeah. Something rugby with the lads.
Ugh.
What, rugby?
No. Imagine that rugby players drink Strongbow.
I don't know, probably. What does Strongbow sponsor these days? I'm sure they sponsor something.
Have you taken the peel?
I have de-peeled.
Excellent. Is the cooler the right way around?
The cooler is the right way round.
Good.
Whoops.
Strongbow has to be a football team. See? JD's on board.
Fair enough. These are side of business expenses for tax reasons. It's content. Yeah. This is how tax write-offs work. It's just free money. It doesn't cost anything if it's a tax write-off.
Yeah, kinda.
But also no.
Kinda. You're just not writing off enough tax.
Right.
I mean, what do you mean you want? Oh, never mind. Wrong tax bracket stuff.
Right. Thermalright cooler. I love this cooler a lot. It comes with 2 fans, and one of them is reverse bladed. So you've got a back fan and a front fan, and so you can put it on the back, and you don't have the ugly label showing. So
That really confused me for a fraction of a second, because you held them both up and went, "This is reverse bladed," and I went, "No, it's not.
because you're looking.
I can see them both the same way round."
I'm not calling you a liar, Graham, but I'm looking at the fan. You know.
I was like, "Wait, hold on. There's possibly 2 fans here." No tax rate isn't 100%, therefore it still costs you. Maybe. You just have the incorrect value for the item.
This is the point where Caradog and Sai are just going to start extreme couponing for the rest of the stream.
I mean, via my methods of couponing, I do have free flights to America.
I was about to make a joke at how, like, you know, Sai and Caradog go to apply their coupons at checkout and somehow end up with the vendor owing them money.
I mean, Sai does regularly get down to his cart on AliExpress being a penny for £50 worth of items.
Yeah.
And then receiving a $1 coupon for late delivery.
$1 coupon for late delivery, just right.
I need to use my coupons for my late delivery.
Put that on that. There we go. On the CPU cooler.
Shouldn't they be 1 higher?
What, like 1 notch higher?
Yeah.
Or something. I was just trying to match the height of the fans with the height
Yeah.
of the cooler. Oh, yeah, I guess from this angle it could have been slightly... I think that's fine. I'm not taking them off now.
It's too late. You're wrong.
Yeah.
Overruled.
Yep. Feel free to leave an angry comment down below.
You should know about tax dodges with your links to Monaco. No. Comment.
I can say, actually, it's that one place that you want us to go on holiday to for a weekend with no plan on what to do there, which means I can only assume that you're meeting a tax man. And you're like, what country was it again? Tunisia? No, it wasn't Tunisia.
What, just going to Marrakesh?
Marrakesh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it will cost us like 60 quid to go to Marrakesh.
Because it will be £60 for return flights and £13 a night for the all-inclusive resort.
Yeah. And I'm just like, what's in Marrakesh? It's like a hotel where you're probably going to meet a chap.
Mid the sun recliners at 2:33 p.m.
Unironically, we should seriously consider doing that for the meme. Like we've got to check that we can actually stream from there.
I like how you keep saying we should consider, as if the ticket hasn't been purchased and I've just stolen your passport.
I would be like, I think I would know, but then I'm just like, do I know where my passport is right now? Well, it's not on my person, so yeah. Maybe Caradog did go to my flat before. That's why you were late getting here today, because you were busy just jimmying the lock on my flat and taking my passport.
I would never jimmy a lock on your flat. I would Caradog it.
Ha ha ha.
You're welcome.
Alright, that motherboard is built up. Let's get a case.
A play on words on mesh Wi-Fi. I hope they have Marrakesh Wi-Fi.
Terrible. Right.
Jimmy your lock, no need, he has keys.
I should have bought more of these Fantex cases, because I need to buy more cases. You convinced me to only get 2 of them when I was going to buy 4, and I need more of them.
Yeah.
So if the price on these has gone up, then you're entirely to blame.
Oh, what about all the other cases you said you had to sell?
Well, the last of the wretched Antex is gone.
Good.
Hello, everyone.
Yes.
Yeah, the last of the Antex cases is gone. I've still got one of the Corsairs, and I've also got that. What was it? It was the. I got the Lianli V100R. But neither of those are practical for another build that I've got in the works.
I see.
So yeah, but also just I need to buy parts just to build those up as display PCs and get them sold.
Yes.
But the nice thing is though is with the last of the Antec cases gone, I've gotten rid of all of the nasty cases that I don't like. So and also like I'm really enjoying this. Like another build I sold a customer on today was an office build, which is just going to be a 7600 X office box build. And again, I'm really enjoying the fact that I'm just like, no, we are AM5 only. My custom build computers start at £600, and it starts with a 7500F or a 7600F if it needs to have graphics.
Yeah.
And like, I'm aware that I could build cheaper computers, but it's really nice being like, that's how much it costs, but you get a good current generation computer.
Yeah.
I'm done with cheap cases. I'm done with AM4. We're only selling premium stuff now, because then I have 100% confidence in it. I tell you what I don't have confidence in is the plastic on this front panel.
If I didn't buy more of these cases, it's your fault. I don't like the plastic.
Well, that's just look, the shininess on the plastic is just, I mean, it's fine. I don't know, man. That just looks like cheap plastic to me. It's not like cheap case territory. Well, I'll rephrase that. The case is fine, but I thought it would be slightly nicer than that.
Oh.
And also, yeah, it's got a single Type A and a Type C up the top, which is a bit disappointing. That is USB 3, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Good. If that had been a USB 2 port, I'd have been livid. And Sai says, yeah, and when it comes in for service 3 years later, it doesn't make you sad. Exactly that. Exactly that. Ugh. Whoop. Cool. Right, what fans have we got? Oh, they are 4-pin fans. Very nice. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, it's fine. I think this is the kind of cheap case that I would be happy with. Although, if I'd paid 70 or 80 quid for this, I'd be a bit like, you know. it's got 4-pin ARGB fans, which increases the value. But in terms of like the materials and the build quality, I would be disappointed at 70 or 80 quid. Like, if you compare this to like a Fractal Pop ARGB that's like £80, that just feels a lot nicer than this does, you know?
Yeah.
Take out the bottom one, not needed. I'm not going to do that because I don't need to. However, I have done swaps on cases before. But yeah, I don't need to nickel and dime this case, so I won't. Okay, right. I'm going to drop in...
This is the
motherboard?
G370A. Yes.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
5490.
Yeah. So, like, it is the cheap Phanteks, you know, but...
If Orbit gets stock, you can save an entire 90p.
Outstanding. Whoop, there we go. I like the vertical height, though. If you switch to bench cam a sec...
Sorry, yes.
And then you can explain why you're laughing. But I like how much vertical height. Like, we've got loads of space up here for top mount rads. That's really nice top clearance. I quite like that. And it's, yeah. I think the only problem is it doesn't have clearance for a front mount 360. And, like, there's no reason not to have that cutout be bigger to fit a front mount 360. Because... I prefer front mount in a lot of cases, but you can top mount the 360. So, yeah, points back there. It works, you know.
Disappointed there's no mounting for my 480mm.
Not in a case of this class. Category, rather, you know. Right, I'm just going to lean across and take screws.
Yes. Sorry, I was laughing because almost always the pricing for products on PC Part Picker has an entry from US Newegg on there. So US Newegg will be on there, and you'll look at it and you'll go, oh yes, 56.39. That's not terrible. Oh yes, shipping £70. Total price 126.45.
I see.
For a 54.90 case. It's
Whack.
like, Newegg, why do you bother?
Yeah.
Why do you advertise yourself as being available in the UK when you never are?
Yeah, with that shipping, that's just not actually available.
But even if you wanted to buy that, you'd go to the website and you get caught in a recursive loop during checkout of redirecting to the US car, redirecting to the UK car, redirecting to the US car. Oh, you're not in the US. Do you mean to be on this website?
Weird.
And it's just like, no, just Newegg, stop it.
Yeah. Lead Farm says, Graham, what do you eat for mummeries? Pizza, kebab, or I would have pizza if someone wants to order a. I'm a sucker for like barbecue chicken or something like that. So like if someone wants to order a barbecue
18
chicken,
18 inches.
yeah, I would not complain.
He would eat all of it in one go.
I'm not going to ask, but if someone were doing that, I would not complain if that arrived.
I would even say thank you if it did.
I would, yeah. However, I expect nothing and I request nothing.
That's where you're going wrong.
No, I don't like doing it. Also, though, that's why we just like thank you to America the Free earlier on for the super chat, but that's why we don't get super chats anymore because we don't ask for them. But I don't feel the need to personally. Right, are these imperial or metric? They are metric.
I can't remember. There was an integration you could get for YouTube and Twitch that would allow your audience from the Twitch chat to order random items from local takeaways.
Yes, I've seen something of that ilk before.
And I just enjoyed the fact that there was no lockout in the app for if someone had done it, like that stream.
Yeah.
Or like within that hour.
Yeah.
So obviously if you're a big streamer and that becomes a rolling thing. There's just thousands of dollars of food that now goes to waste.
Yeah, that's it. I'm it's one of the things that makes me a little bit wary about this kind of thing is just I'm always a bit squeamish about that kind of thing just because I don't know.
At least when it's money, the money can sit around for a week and not go off.
Yes, this is true. Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Thinking about Treat Stream. There we go. Very well.
Oh my god.
Do you need a magnet for your screwdriver?
I'm going to go and get a magnet for my screwdriver because I'm using the screwdriver that's not even slightly magnetized and the screws just immediately fall off of it.
You want to go home and sleep with your wife?
Wait, money doesn't go off? Good thing too. You know what? Sometimes I do wish apples were a currency, so you're hoarding millions rot in their vault.
Do not attempt to put a 7700 in a B580 motherboard, unless you mean a 7700 from Intel. But even then, I'm not sure that's the correct motherboard generation. But also, imagine knowing Intel motherboard generations.
Imagine imagine AMD and Intel having distinct, memorable chipset names, and AMD not
AMD
just
does.
Woo! Wow! Just rewriting history there. I mean, their CPUs are better, so they must have come up with it first, right?
Do you have any evidence to refute this statement?
The party told you to ignore the information from your eyes and ears. This was their most powerful message. Okay, right. How does this bit come off? Aha. I'm just going to throw the graphics card. No, I won't, actually. Let's get the power supply in there and wire everything up.
Yes. Which power supplies did we go with again?
Did
you get them from
RM650E, yeah.
Spire?
Yes, I did. Yep, I spoke to the chap from Spire as well after the previous stream. I spoke to him on like Tuesday or something like that.
Where he didn't phone you at 5:01.
Yes, exactly that, and kind of just sort of straightened stuff out, and I was just like, yes, I do plan to send more business your way. And he was like, cool, like message me your basket beforehand and I'll see what I can do. Because our prices are assuming that like big business is buying bulk and can afford a little bit more. However, you know, blah blah blah. So yes, I will be looking to do more deals with Spire. I did also say please stock Thermalright coolers because they're really good. I have no desire to use anything other than Thermalright.
Yeah, I did get something like 15 of the Arctic A's, 8 A's. So I'll see how those go.
Fair enough. Don't drop your glasses. Yeah, these glasses, I need to get like some grip bits to go on the side or something, because
do they actually go in enough?
No, they don't. They're supposed to be grip the side of your head glasses, not hook over the back of your ears.
Yeah.
However, they don't grip very hard, and also I don't want to adjust them to grip harder because they're painful. I actually have indents above my ears since getting these glasses.
I see.
I nearly had to take them back when I first got them, but because I paid like 200 quid for them, I kind of just gritted my teeth. However, now they do just slide off too easily. So yeah, I like the design of these glasses, but they are not ergonomic.
Sorry, I was reminded of the so sleep tape is so 2020, right? The nasal strips, sorry, are so 2020.
Right. Yeah.
The 2025 solution is to have surgically implanted magnets in your nasal pathway and then applying magnets to the top of your nose.
I see.
And then I took that a stage further and you just have glasses that attach to them. So your glasses are just magnetized to your nose, and they are the armless glasses.
Yeah.
But they actually stay.
very well.
Have you looked at iOS 26 or macOS 26 or iPad 26?
No and no. iOS 26, I don't run an iPhone, so I don't super care. macOS 26, I don't have a Mac new. Oh, actually, no, my M1 will probably run it.
Yes.
So yeah.
Yeah,
but-
I was very lucky because mine's the 16-inch MacBook Pro.
Yeah.
It's only the 16-inch MacBook Pros from 2019 that run.
Oh, interesting.
Tahoma.
Yeah, so you just sneaked in at the bottom. Yeah.
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 Tahoma?
I don't know. I'm going to call it iOS 26 because if they're
TOHOE?
yeah, if they're on to, because now they're moving on to years. That's just a lot easier to remember and understand.
Yeah.
So I will just abandon code names for macOS now.
The problem is they refer to it as Tahoma in the updater and so on. So it says like update 2. It doesn't say macOS 26.
That's very annoying. They really need to just commit to the number.
Yeah.
Because that's the whole point of those numbers as they stand now.
There's a somewhat lack of connections on the back of this power supply.
Yeah, no, it doesn't have a lot, does it? Yeah, that seems super limited, actually, yeah. It's because it's got the 12-volt high power. I hate that. If you're not using the 12-volt high power, then it just sucks to be you.
Yeah.
Yeah, go to Benchcam a sec. That sucks. That's bollocks. What the hell? This is a Corsair...
650.
Yeah, this is a Corsair RM650E. And, like, if you're using the 12-volt high power connector, then that's fine. You've got 2 CPU lines. But we've got an AMD card, so we're going to have a single pigtail. We're going to end up with a single 8-pin and then a single 8-pin to the CPU. So no dual 8-pins, which thankfully we don't need. Oh, no, we do have dual 8-pins, so we're going to have to pigtail, which is fine because this is a Corsair power supply. It'll do 300 watts through that. That's fine. But, yeah, that's super lame.
Hopefully, I was going to say, Sai says that the 12-volt high power splits out.
I
So
doubt
you've got
it.
2 of them, effectively.
Yeah, I doubt it. I don't see any reason why it would, because the point of the 12-volt high power is that it's that connector. I don't see any reason why they would give you otherwise. So there's a 12-volt high power cable. Yeah, no, there's nothing else in there.
Yeah, that one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's 12 volt to...
Oh, yeah.
PCI.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, all right. You know what? Credit where it's due. Yeah, there's a 12-volt high power to dual 8-pin. Yeah, okay.
I was about to say, I imagine that exists aftermarket at least.
Yeah, I didn't know that existed, and I'm kind of surprised it exists. I'm glad it exists, but I'm surprised that it exists. So, yeah.
In a way, I'm surprised they bothered with the normal ones on the power supply and didn't... Oh, no, because they don't want people plugging in 2 600-watt. Yeah, no, that's why.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, that's fine.
Okay, right. So, let's get stuff plugged into this thing.
Oh, yeah. No, that's fine. The other thing I don't get is why the layout of the 24-pin is as backwards as it seems to be.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a reason for them to use this weird... what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm sure there's a reason for this weird 10 plus 5. So 20 plus 10. But yeah, I don't understand why.
Wait, it's a 30-pin connector on one end and 24 on the other?
Yep. Hang on a sec. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, it's 18 plus 5. It's 18 plus 10.
Okay.
So 28.
Yeah.
So it's a 28 to 24 pin.
Yes.
So yeah. I'm not sure how that works out, but yeah, they do have some 2-into-1s here. So yeah, again.
Yeah.
No idea, don't know, very confusing.
I wonder if in a way that's like commoning 2 parts of a minor rail or something.
Maybe it makes you wonder why they don't just do that internally.
Yeah.
You know, that's the thing. It's just like, okay, but why don't you just do that internally in the power supply?
Yeah.
But yeah. Maybe again, it's just to reduce the load on the cable end, so the commoning is getting done at the load side instead of the source side.
Yeah. It's really a shame that the 12-volt high power connector is a problem, because I do quite like the actual physicality of the connector.
Yeah,
For just the very simplistic.
that's
Ta-da!
it. Yeah, like the reason for its existence is to try and shrink the size of the power cables going to the graphics card, and to that respect, it works great. However, yeah, just other problems.
Apparently,
CPU.
apparently the connectors have failed even on lower wattage cards as well. Not just the 5080, 5090,
Interesting.
which is kind of unfortunate.
Right, can I put this in any way up? No, I have to put it in
I
fan
mean,
pointing
you
down.
could, but it'd be ill-advised.
Yeah.
Where'd
do
you
wanna
get your air from? The fourth dimension.
Yeah, switch cams, because it's just the back of the PC at the moment. It's not particularly interesting.
Silent operation at low to moderate loads. Ah, yes.
Right, I need some Imperial screws. 1, 2.
And no imperial entanglements.
Switch to a bigger screwdriver.
Yeah.
Time for
Good
home.
night.
All right, bye.
Have beautiful time.
Bye. Have a beautiful time.
What's that actually from?
Um,
Like, I know the scene.
Yeah.
But what is the scene from?
It's the vanity card for some studio, but they worked on early seasons of Family Guy. So if you watch maybe even later seasons as well, but certainly at least the early seasons of Family Guy, at the end of every episode after the credits, when they do the vanity cards for various studios, there would be whatever that studio was, and the guy is just it's some security guy, and apparently he is just a security guy who worked at that studio, and they just told him to say goodbye or something like that, and he just went, "Bye, have a beautiful time," and that's where it comes from. Fuzzy Door. That sounds familiar. So yeah, I don't know who Fuzzy Door are or what they do for it though.
Yeah. Oh, apparently Family Guy.
Yes, that's what I said.
Ah, yes.
I'm glad you were listening to me. Isn't it American Dad?
I mean, it would make sense they'd be the same because they're functioning all the same studios,
I was
aren't they?
gonna say, but now you're making me wonder if it is American Dad as well. Might be both.
Fuzzy Door Productions. No, okay.
Yeah, I mean, maybe just YouTube search the "Bye, have a beautiful time." This is what we're talking about now on our tech show. Let's see, let's put that in there.
Where?
Let's
What's
see.
it? What is it called? What is meme history thing?
Oh, know your
Oh,
meme.
That's it. Ah, there we go. Yes, apparently American Dad.
Oh yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
Very well.
Right, that can hang out at the back for a sec until I sort out all the other cables. Right.
That would also possibly explain why I have never seen it. Because as far as I'm aware, I've never seen a complete episode.
Yes. I haven't watched a lot of TV for a while. I was super into American Dad and early Family Guy, but I kind of just fell off of them.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I I was kind of interested because I was thinking about. I'm kind of thinking about TV shows in a way because I was looking for stuff to watch on YouTube the other day, and I saw a video saying of how Rick and Morty fell into irrelevancy. And I was like, yeah, what happened to Rick and Morty? Because I was super into the first 2 seasons of Rick and Morty. Then season 3 was kind of meh. And then I don't know if it kept going. And like, yeah, I think there's 7 seasons of Rick and Morty. And I'm like, what? They're still making it? And just, yeah. So, case in point. And yeah, I don't know. I just don't watch TV at the moment. I'm just not interested in anything. And I just... Yeah, maybe I'm just more interested in YouTube these days, which is kind of the polar opposite. Because in the early days of the Adamant IT channel, I would get comments saying, "Oh, what other YouTube channels do you watch?" And my honest answer was, I don't actually watch a lot of YouTube. Whereas now it's the polar opposite. That goes there. That's probably going to go up there, and fans will do last. The fans are all daisy chained together, which is nice, so there's just one ARGB cable and one fan cable to plug in. How are we doing the Type-C? Oh, gross. The Type-C is going to the USB 3.0 header, so it's not a real Type-C. It's not actually a Type-C. It's a fake Type-C.
Yeah.
That doesn't super matter for the majority of use
It depends.
Cases.
Because does it only work one way round?
I presume it's wired to work both way rounds, just in the connector. But yeah, it's not going to do power delivery or anything. But then, you wouldn't do that off of a PC anyway. So I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, I can't remember what I was looking at. I think it was most of the B850 boards I was looking at was saying about the front panel Type-C will do 20 watts. I was just like, that's good. Standardize that out. That basically covers off the 99% of devices.
Yeah, it means it can charge your phone at more than potato speed.
Yeah.
Front panel. Wow.
Graham getting old.
Maybe.
Oh yeah, front panel USB 3 is 5 gigabit only as well. Oh, that's a bit tosh.
Yeah, that would make
a problem.
that would make a difference, because the kind of thing that you might want to plug into your front panel is, say, an external NVMe drive, such as I thought I had one within reach. It's somewhere else though. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, the kind of external drive that I actually use these days is one of these, which is just an NVMe SSD in an enclosure. This is 10 gig. It's not exotic, but that should be able to do 10 gig. But yeah, on that port, it's going to be restricted to 5 gig. So what does that give you in terms of actual transfer speed? So that would be 5 gigabit divided by 8 to get the megabytes per second transfer. Yeah,
I always just divide it by 10 and just go, it's 500.
Yeah, so you'd be limited to 500 megs per second. But then, most of the cheap SSDs that I put in these can barely manage 500 sustained anyway. So that's not lethal. But then, that much being said, I've bought a newer one of these now. I bought a Ugreen one, and I've got a Crucial P1 in that. So, yeah. Sorry, Crucial P3. So, yeah, that's actually going to restrict your external drive speed. Which is, and that is something that you might actually care about.
Yeah, it's also just a case of it's a Type-C port.
Yeah, it should be. Yeah,
it should be 20. In my opinion.
Yes, agreed.
Because if you're going to install a Type-C, make it 20. Otherwise, just put a Type-A.
Yeah, at the very least, it not even doing 10 gig is pretty poor showing.
Yeah.
So yeah. Cool. Right. That's those cables plugged in. Front panel cables. All right. let's plug in the fans. And then after that, I think I'm cable tidying. There's just not a lot to do with modern PCs. Right.
Don't forget to put in the graphics card.
Yeah, that's a last second thing though, isn't it? You know.
It was just a case of more before you put the side panel on and went, oh look, oh wait.
We're done. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. ARGB.
Type A. I always hear Type A. No, because that would be for 500.
Oof. Right. Oh, didn't plug in the CPU power. Don't forget to remove bottom fan. I'm not going to. I'm not nickel and diming this case. I paid like 40 quid for it.
It's also a case of why would you remove it and leave a hole in the front of the case?
Yeah, I mean, you can run 2 fans and it still looks fine, but 3 fans looks nicer, and I don't need to nickel and dime this case.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not, you know. Like that last Antec case that I did, one of the fans in it was actually faulty. So yeah, I just took that out and ran 2 fans at the front, and I didn't bother replacing it. I was like, yeah, you could just 2 fans, it's fine, who cares? However, yeah, but in this instance, I'm just like, there's no need to nickel and dime this at all. So yeah. Move bottom fan to exhaust. Again, there's no need to. You've got plenty of positive air pressure that's going to push stuff out the back, and we've got 2 fans on the CPU that's blowing air out the back as well. So again, it's just not necessary. Right. I'm going to zip tie down these cables. Right. One of those. I'm going to get some cutters. What's the stream timer at?
1 hour 54.
Okay, yeah, good. We're doing fine. Going for a ride. Right. ATX. It's kind of fine. Like, yeah, let's do that, I think.
Oh, that's quite nice.
Yeah. I'm not looking to be, like, super... I think to a certain extent I'm just trying to make sure that stuff is pinned down at least in one space, just so it doesn't just immediately fall out when you take the back cover off.
But also just the fact that actually loosely lines up.
I was going to say that
so
actually...
it does give you a reasonably nice set of 90 degrees on it.
Yeah. There's not a lot of tie-down points in this case, but it's got the ones basically where you need them. So, yeah. Right. USB 3 is in a weird place on this motherboard. Normally I'd expect it to be up here. That I'm going to tie back up. That's kind of fine as it is. Yeah, let's do that. That'll do fine.
Have you got a tie down point down there?
No. So that's not going to get tied down to anything, but there's enough bulk here that it'll hold itself in place.
Yeah.
I'm mainly just tying back slack. Oh, I could have put that in there. Oh, am I going to get... Yeah, I'll cut it and do it again.
Am I going to do it properly? Okay.
God! See, your case didn't have the HDD caddy included. Mine didn't either, but it's mentioned in the instructions. Yeah, good point, actually. Yeah. If I had a 3.5 inch hard drive to put in this, you'd be crap out of luck. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm not super bothered, because imagine using a hard drive in a modern computer, but I'm sure there's someone out there who wants to put, like, they've got an 8 gig drive for movies or whatever. So, sorry, an 8 terabyte or something. So, yeah, that's a good point.
I can store 2/3 of a film.
Yeah, good point. I wonder I don't know what the deal with that is. again, doesn't bother me, but still interesting observation. Right, I'm going to shove the PCI Express up through
yeah,
there.
you should be able to mount it using the
Yeah.
because there might be grommets.
Are there
Oh,
rubber?
there's grommets.
There's rubber
Yeah.
mounts in there. So yeah, you can put a drive. I'm not a fan of bolting the drive to the bottom of the case, even though putting it even though putting it in a cage and then bolting the cage in is fundamentally the same thing. It still feels just kind of gross, just screwing a drive to the bottom of the case. I don't know though. But yeah, it's true. We can still bolt one to the bottom of the case. So yeah, it's not like you literally cannot put a drive in this. 4 terabyte NVMe now affordable. Yeah, pretty much. And like 2
It's
terabyte.
getting there.
Yeah, well, 2 terabyte drives are £100. You know, so
Are they?
yeah, yep. I bought one earlier on today. 2 terabyte NVMe for £100.
Oh, sorry. I somehow processed those words completely differently to what you said. As 2 terabyte SSDs are £200.
Oh, no,
And
yeah.
I was like, are they?
Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah. So yeah, given that you can get 2 terabyte NVMe drives for £100, using any mechanical storage in a gaming PC is just a tough sell, in my opinion. If you actually need big storage, like 18 terabytes or something like that, yeah, sure, you buy a hard drive. But I feel like you're doing something very specific to need 18 terabytes. Like,
yeah.
hell, even my PC at home doesn't have that amount of storage in it. But then also, I don't keep my raw footage though. I only keep the finals for the Adamant IT videos. So yeah. You need 18 terabytes of storage, you run a NAS. Yeah, I agree with that statement. In my opinion, if you need big storage, then run a NAS. Because at that point, you're putting things in a more controllable environment. Again, I mean, if you're just a single person with a single computer, then maybe it makes sense to just have one big drive in your computer. But also, whatever you're doing that requires that amount of storage would probably warrant having a NAS set up.
Having some sort of backup.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can even get some 4 terabyte SSDs for less than 200 now.
Damn. Yeah. Yeah. They ain't going to be very fast, but if you don't need them to be fast, who cares?
Yeah.
You just need them not to be spinning Rust. Oh, what's this half-assed job you did of the peel?
I left it on there because it made it very clear which one was the XT and which one wasn't.
I realised this now when I was looking at the cards earlier on and going, which one's the XT? And one of them still had peel on it.
Yeah.
Moving swiftly on. I need to take out some blanks. I should have done this earlier on because now I need to avoid scratching the motherboard to hell.
Yeah.
Oh wow, there's a okay. They bend out outside. Very nice.
Oh,
Why? Oh,
because they're single-use ones.
yeah. Does it really matter though? Because you're always going to take out those two. Although, and it did come with a couple. It came with a couple of blanks, so you can repopulate if you take a couple out and then you don't need them anymore. I mean,
Oh yeah,
it's true.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, it is the sign of a cheap case when it comes with breakout blanks.
Yeah.
But also, it's just kind of not really. I think, provided it comes with a couple of spare covers, I don't think it's a big deal.
I imagine it saves them nothing by just not putting the metal in here and putting these in those two.
It's probably just assembly costs.
Yeah,
If you
it
use
probably
those,
is
someone's
cheaper.
got to put. Yeah.
It's probably cheaper to leave that like that.
That's it. If you're using the replaceable blanks, someone has to actually put them in the case and screw them in.
Yeah.
And that's an assembly step. Screwdriver is in front of me, and I need another Imperial.
Yeah.
I like that the modern graphics cards are just putting black PCI on the back of them now as well.
That was the thing I really liked about the A770 is that it was matte.
Yeah.
It was a matte PCI fold-out metal to go with the matte plastic. And it's like, it's very good industrial design and so on that. It's a pity it's really shit graphics design.
Yeah. Yeah, oh, man, I really want to do an Arc B580 challenge, but the problem is that I know that they still have no VR support, which is a deal breaker for me.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I could run it for other things because I play other games other than VR, but it just means that on Friday nights I'm going to be taking my graphics card out and slapping my 4080 back in so I can play VR chat on Friday nights. I don't know why. I don't know what the technical restriction is. Can I take that? Thank you. Like, I don't understand why Arc can't do VR. It seems weird that that's just not a thing they've solved yet.
Yeah.
Cool. Right. That's all in. I think we're done. Side panel's on. I'm just going to try
SSD.
It's already in. Put that in at the start.
Processor.
Yeah. All right. SSD done. CPU done. RAM done. Motherboard done. Well, what have I got left? Yeah. Power supply is in. Yeah.
Good. That's fine.
I've run out of parts, so they must all be in the computer. That's how that works. Cool.
Side panels.
What camera are we on at the moment?
Oops.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Pow.
Right. Which way up do you go? I think you go that way up.
No.
That's not how that works. Goes that way up. There we go.
This is the wrong shape.
Yeah.
There's also a push in there.
Yeah. Don't know how I feel about these side panels not having a screw at all.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a big believer in like a single thumb screw and then they pop off or something, because yeah, like it's fine when it's new, but also like I wasn't even forcing that, and there's just a little bit of side panel bulge because there's just nothing to hold that in other than the poppers, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah, all fans are in. Windows license, it doesn't have Windows on it yet. Bit soon for that. Oh, have we got a peel on the inside here? Yes, we do. Interior peel. Alright, here we go. Okay. HDMI.
Keyboard?
And
mouse?
Keyboard, yes. I had a keyboard and mouse here earlier on. There they are, yep.
Can't hear a thing.
That's because I was being quiet. Alright, we got some laughs out of that, you know. Okay. That hurt me as much as it hurt you, everyone. I hope it was worth it. Okay, right. Power on, power on. Bam. RGB on the RAM. Front fan spinning, yeah. I guess the RGB on the motherboard doesn't kick in until it posts.
You did plug in the RGB.
Yeah. Also, the monitor will be on VGA, so I'm going to quickly change that. Okay, yeah, there it goes. Doing stuff now. Graham being a brat again. Do I have brat energy, Caradog?
We're not getting into this.
All right, and we have post. Let's see. Right, I guess we'll BIOS update it because I guess that's the first thing to do, isn't it? So I'm gonna grab a BIOS. Is this thing still on? It is.
Look at that.
It's beautiful.
I can't see what version it is.
Oh, what, the board revision?
No, sorry.
Oh, the BIOS version.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. What board is this? Gigabyte B550 Gaming XAX
Yes.
V2.
It's on F31,
F31. Okay.
which is going to be several versions old because it's apparently a 2024 BIOS.
Okay, right. I might be looking at the wrong board here because apparently F19i is the most recent.
B650 Gaming XAX V2. Make sure you're looking at
Oh,
the
I got.
B650.
Yeah, I did search. Oh my god! I searched for B550, B650 Gaming XAX V2. There we go.
Yes. Please look for the correct socket.
Right. Support.
Why would it need a sound blaster? This isn't a PC in 1992.
Sound Blaster or PC compatible. BIOS. There we go. F37B is our latest.
I thought sound blasters were PC compatible.
Probably. I don't know. I'm just trying to get in on the joke somehow. Chrome just blocked a dangerous file from downloading. What are you talking about? No thanks. What, are you just not allowed to download a zip file anymore? Discover enhanced protection to get Chrome's highest level of security for downloads. That's going to be some AI bollocks, isn't it? Copy download link. What more? I want to keep it. How do I keep it? Okay, bring this up on that PC. I'm showing this off. What is this nonsense?
What are you doing?
You try it. Try and download it. Try and download the BIOS for this. We're looking at this now. I'm mad. Yep. What the hell is this? Use use Edge to download. Why should I have to? Oh, Chrome was minimized. That's why it freaked out. Yeah.
What? Why can I not select Chrome?
Try hiding and unhiding it. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I don't know what that was all about, but
B650 Gaming XAX.
Heinz Zeb said blocked because there's an exe file in the zip. Yeah, that could be it. But I think the main thing that makes me mad is where's my option to say, no, just download it anyway, I understand the risk. I don't mind something trying to protect me by being like, are you sure this looks pretty sus?
BIOS.
But give me an override. This is something that bothers me. Yeah, okay, here we go. So, okay, okay, there it is. It's download suspicious file. But if you actually open downloads, there was no option in downloads to say download anyway. That's why it suddenly annoyed me. So, yeah. Vexing.
Because there's a...
And no, there's no exe there either, unless it's in EFI.
Don't know.
Yeah, I mean, unless they think that's like unless they think that's a pre-boot virus or something like that, but I don't know, man.
I was looking at that for 2 seconds going, where's the actual BIOS file?
Hmm.
Did you just plug in
I did. And it's got a
USB drive?
Yeah, you can sack all of that. That's all junk.
I was just making sure that USB drive was the correct USB drive.
I'm still up for that pizza.
Yes.
Yeah, I'd say so. Thank you.
18 inches.
Big pizza.
And number 9. Number 7 large.
with extra dip. God.
Stop flashing. Thank you.
I like flash drives with activity LEDs on them. Bring those back. It's just nice.
Otherwise, they're not flash drives.
Concern. Yeah, it's just nice being able to see when the flash drive is doing stuff. Only a lot. Many thanks, Lead Farmer. Much appreciated. Right, do you want to kick us back over to capture? I'll do this
Yes.
update. Give me the Q flash.
Which is in the bottom right behind our face. Do you want to
Yes.
keep DMI data?
I don't know. I'm just going to flash now. I guess.
Do not flash now.
Yeah. BIOS is protected by secure flash. Must restart. Sure, do it.
Interesting.
Chicken barbecue, please. Thank you very much.
Ready to reboot.
Is the link non-secure? No, wasn't that.
No, it is a secure download link.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jojo says, my hearing has suffered too much damage to say the onboard audio isn't sufficient. I mean, to be honest, also, though, just modern chipsets are extremely good, and you need to be using studio-grade equipment to notice the difference anyway. Yeah.
How to anger an audiophile. Listen to something and go, yeah, this sounds all right.
Yeah. Like, literally, unless you're actually running professional studio-grade speakers or headphones, you're not going to notice the difference.
You're never allowed to be happy as an audiophile.
Yeah. The vast majority of people do not own speakers or headphones that are anywhere near good enough for the onboard or versus external to actually make a difference. That's not to
I
say
have an
that.
important interruption.
Okay.
Thin crust, standard, cheese stuffed.
Just standard is fine with me. Yeah. Whatever
Standard.
it comes with. Yeah. Yeah. Many thanks. Oh. I've just started a walk. Yeah. I mean, I think the only reason for the average person to be running an external amplifier, DAC or whatever, is for utility. Because you might run an external sound card because that's giving you XLR inputs for fancy microphones and things like that. That's a good reason. But if you're doing it because of FLAC files, no, I do not believe your speakers are good enough for it to actually matter.
Thin crust.
Also, to make a difference, you'd have to be in a sound optimized studio environment. That's certainly a factor. I mean, most
You
people
certainly have had to. I would say that most people would see a bigger difference by sound treating their environment to any degree.
Yeah, I suppose. But, most living rooms and stuff, there should be enough stuff in the room to just break up the sound a little bit.
Also, more like you're going to get more disturbance to your listening environment because of people running around upstairs, the car going down the street.
Yeah, real. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, like if you want to get if you want to get really good sound out of your computer, instead of dropping a lot of money on like an external sound card and stuff like that, just buy a decent pair of like Sennheisers or something, or if you use speakers, actually buy some studio monitors, because those don't cost the earth. You can get a nice pair of studio monitors for £100, and those will be vastly better than a standard setup.
Here are my Trust speakers. They are 3.5 watts peak,
Yeah, well, those
0.75 RMS.
yeah, those pre-Sonos studio monitors I bought, those have been great. I regret not buying the next size up that would have had a bigger diameter driver on them, but just because for the sake of like another 10 millimeters of width, I would have had a centimeter bigger driver in them. However,
I mean, that's how millimeters to centimeters works.
sorry,
10 millimeters wider would make it a centimeter.
yeah, but like I bought the small ones because I wanted the physical size of the units to be small. However,
Yes.
if I bought ones that were ever so slightly bigger, they would have come with the bigger drivers in them. Whereas my ones, I sacrificed and went for the 3.5 inch drivers in order to get the tiny ones, or the small ones rather. But they still sound great, and like I run them at like 20% volume, and if I actually wanted to, I could crank them and they'll shake the room. So yeah.
Ta-da!
Cool, right, that's new BIOS. Right, I guess we'll stick Windows on it. Let me get a Windows 11 flash drive.
XMP.
XMP, yeah, can do, yeah. Where's my Windows 11 flash
How
drive?
do you...
It's on the wall where it should be.
It's down there. I want Expo 1. With
Explode!
high bandwidth. And low latency. Whatever the hell those are.
I guess those are good.
Stick it in. Quickly.
Whoop. Done and done. Whoops. The droppage is real today. Logitech Z333 with scratchy volume knob and old caps on my end. Yeah, I was running a set of Logitech surround sound speakers for ages, and they still sound good. I've got them in the shop now, and they sound great in the shop. The reason why I ditched them is that I got bored of all of the wiring that you have with surround sound speakers.
I have another important interruption.
Okay.
Pickup or delivery?
We can do pickup because it's 20 meters up the road.
Yes.
And that's probably going to be a lot faster than delivery, because delivery is going to take them an hour.
Yes.
So yeah, go pick up.
$6.
Yeah, Stefan says, I've got good ears, onboard sucks. Buy a sound card if you're spending 150 plus on headphones. Yeah, I mean, if you're spending more than 150 quid on your headphones, then that starts making sense. But also, like, a person could buy a pair of, like, £80 headphones and have a very good audio experience. I don't have a product key.
Oh, they've got rid of the keyboard shortcut to select I don't have a product key.
No, I always just tab between it anyway. Yeah, and Pro. Yeah. Cool.
The only reason I'm not is because I can't actually see when next or cancelled is selected.
It greatly annoys me that the Windows 11 installer shows you flash drives. All of disk 1 is the
Why?
install drive. I'm like, why are you showing me this as an option? This should not be an option.
Ugh.
I guess it's because you can theoretically install it to a USB attached drive, but like, I don't know, man. I feel like that should be behind another menu or something.
Oh, it's install, not next. Oh yeah. It's nearly the end of 2025. And it's still 24H2.
Yeah, I suppose.
We didn't get a 25H1.
No, because the next version of Windows is in Insider Build at the moment, which I guess is going to be 25H2 then.
Yeah.
So yeah, because that's going to have the fancy new game interface.
Gamer.
Yeah, which looks kind of interesting. I was watching WAN Show earlier on, and they had a build of it running on a ROG Ally X Xbox X edition, whatever. And it was kind of interesting, the gamer interface this is. The bit that makes it interesting is when you're in the gaming interface, it's got like, it shows you all of your games as like a, big screen mode and stuff like that, which is fine. We already have this in Steam. But the interesting thing is that when you're in that interface, it's actually just not rendering the desktop at all, which apparently frees up a lot of RAM and just general system resources. So it means that just Windows-based handheld gaming PCs, you're potentially stretching your limited resources quite a lot further with them, which is interesting. I don't think it's relevant to gamers because I always want desktop to be available. However, if for the sake of handheld PCs, it should theoretically make Windows a lot more competitive in terms of system resources. It's also just interesting from a technical perspective because one of the tests that they did was, so Linus is playing on this thing, and while he's got a game running, he goes, okay, I want show desktop. So he does the task selection, which is swipe up from the bottom, and taps the show desktop. And so theoretically, the desktop is not being rendered. So it's like, okay, well, how quickly can you get to desktop? He tapped it, and just instantly the desktop popped up. So it was really fast. And at that point, the game was still running. It just switched to desktop mode. So it's just like, seems pretty good,
Sounds like it could be quite good for VR.
Potentially. I mean, it's probably not going to have any such The problem is we already have solutions for this.
No. I meant because obviously it's not rendering the desktop. I mean, VR.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
It takes several seconds to get yourself in a position to use the actual desktop with a keyboard and mouse.
VR is still just too much of a mess to be able to benefit from that. Because VR, most systems you're running are going through multiple levels to get anywhere, which is one of the big frustrations about VR because, unless you're actually running a Valve Index, you're running multiple layers, which is just ridiculous. When I had my HP Reverb, I was running Windows Mixed Reality. So I'm on Windows Desktop, so I load up Windows Mixed Reality, through which I launch Steam VR, through which I launch the game. And then now with my Quest 3, I run Virtual Desktop, through which I launch Steam VR, through which I launch the game. If you're running Vive, you have to run the Vive interface, through which you launch Steam VR. And the only difference is if you run an index, where you just directly go into Steam VR, and even then, you still got Windows running behind that. It's very frustrating. So, that would be interesting if they made good on it, but also, even if they did, when you're running in VR, you kind of want quick access to your desktop anyway, just for if you want to look at a browser or something. And one of the benefits is that annoyingly the Steam VR overlay sucks. It's awful and crap. Just because you can't do anything. The big killer of it is the Steam VR overlay cannot interact with administrative tasks. So you cannot open Task Manager, and if a admin program has focus, so for example, if Task Manager has focus, Steam VR just cannot interact with your desktop at all, which is bonkers. It's very strange. Thankfully, the solution in my instance, because I run Virtual Desktop does run at an administrator level, so it can do all of this. But that means I have to drop into pass-through mode, and it means I have to cut away from the game to interact with my desktop, which is very annoying. So what kind of dual BIOS does this motherboard have? The useful or the meh? I don't think it does, actually. I think Gigabyte have lost interest in dual BIOS. Can't see directly on the motherboard.
I mean, it's got QFlash Plus, so
in
a way, they're not that fast.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think Gigabyte have stopped bothering with dual BIOS because where you've got BIOS flashback from a USB port now, it's kind of redundant.
User. Next.
What a cheap case. Fake USB-C, knockout expansion. Please tell me it was $30. I think I paid £41 or something like £45 for it. So it was more like $40 equivalent. So yeah,
I mean, which is fine.
yeah. Like I said at the start of the stream, I would be sad if I paid 70 quid for this. However, it does have nice AR. It's got 4-pin ARGB fans at the front, which is decent. The rest of the build quality is a solid meh. However, I would have paid. I wouldn't be sad if I paid 50 quid for this.
Yeah.
I think it's worth 50 quid or $50. But yeah, it's not great, but it's also not bad. I wouldn't be ashamed of. I'm not ashamed of selling this case. However, yeah, considering it's got Fantex written on it, I kind of thought it would be a bit better, if I'm honest. So yeah.
Oh, I see. I realise now it's called Eclipse. Not
You-
Clips. I didn't realise that 3 horizontal bars was supposed to be an E.
Yeah, it's futuristic. Pell says, if I said something stupid in past, I apologise. Wonder what I should look for if you want to build a media PC for the living room. Media PC for the living room. I mean, basically anything will do. The only thing...
Basically anything with a dedicated graphics card that's not for current generation.
Yeah, I was about to
Or
say...
previous generation.
Yeah, I think the stipulation would be you want to build something that's in like a low profile or a small form factor case for smallness and quietness, and you want to be able to put like a low profile graphics card in there that supports like NVENC or something like that. So then if you're running like Jellyfin or Plex or something like that, it's got built-in video encode decode. So yeah. Details in Discord PM. Many thanks, Lead Farmer. Let me just check that I've received that.
Where is
What are you looking for?
your Wi-Fi?
Are you looking for the antennas?
No, I'm looking for the actual USB
Oh yeah,
Wi-Fi.
because it doesn't have the
Because
thing.
it probably won't
Yeah.
have drivers.
Hold on, I've got one over here. Let's plug that in the top there, I guess. Boop. Shop? I don't want the shop. No one wants the Discord shop. Cool. Thanks a lot, Lead Farmer. I really appreciate that.
But I need to buy cat ears for my profile.
They're too damn expensive.
What? Cat ears?
Probably.
Aren't they?
Some of the stuff on the Discord shop is horrifyingly expensive. I'm like, who's buying this?
I mean, I know people who are.
Yeah, true. Your order will be ready for pickup in 11:11. I assume that means 11 minutes. And that was a couple of minutes ago. I'll give it until 25 past.
Hey!
Yeah, no, seriously. Thanks a lot, Lead Farmer. I appreciate it. I'm sure they're slow. Well, that's why I said go for pickup. If you'd said delivery, it probably would have taken an hour. But for pickup, it's normally about 10 or 15 minutes for a pizza. Apparently the background is from Spain, and it's very nice there. Neat.
Oh,
Yeah.
I genuinely looked behind us and was like, fuck you on about? I was like, oh no, the picture.
Yeah. This is Spain, yes. Yeah.
I was trying to work out a joke or a pun.
Welcome to Montenegro, wherever that is. What is the difference between Montenegro and Monte Carlo? Serious question.
One of them's a country,
Okay.
one of them's a casino.
Okay.
Do you know what the difference is between a country and a casino?
Well, I'd imagine that Monte Carlo has a lot of casinos in it.
Monte Carlo is a casino.
Oh, okay. I thought... Why did I think Monte Carlo was the country? I'm thinking of Monaco.
Which is a principality.
True. I don't want to talk anymore because I'm just digging a deeper hole, quite frankly. Like, I don't even know where Marrakesh is. Like, I don't know what continent that's on.
Africa.
Fair enough.
Do you know where Africa is?
Yeah, but also like
South.
Africa is like half of the entire globe, so that's not saying much either.
And I'm going to.
You're thinking of Meridian from Horizon Zero Dawn.
What?
Cool. All right, drivers are going in.
There you go.
Very good.
That's a more appropriate size.
Yes. Right. I need to order more parts for PCs, but
Good.
I might demote this to the floor. Get it out the way. I'm going to do that. Right. I'm going to use the bathroom super quick as well. I'm going to put that there. I'm going to take off my glasses. I will be right back, folks.
Okay. Very well.
Everyone has homework to come up with some topics for us to waffle about while we think about pizza.
I'm going to move this all the way over here
I tell you what, I'll just grab that from
and
here.
put that like that, so you can now grab it.
Making sure I don't wrench something off when I pick it up.
And then I'm going to stand over here so I can actually look at the monitor. Right. I require chipsets. M5. Scroll. Any of you will do. You'll do. Submit. Windows 11. Chipset driver. And then graphics. RX 9000. 70. Submit. 11. Hui. 2592. Yes, that's the one we want. Good. Go. Yes. Cat Ears on Discord is £5.99. That's not terrible, but also like, no, I don't think you require cat ears for your Discord. Hold on. Yes. Montenegro is Eastern Europe. Yes, this is true. It's a country. Hello, people. Good. Get over there.
I'm on my way.
Excellent.
Ugh. Graham has several 3D printers. If he wants cat ears, he can make cat ears. You know, it's never occurred to me that I could just make myself some cat ears. Reploid has instilled an idea. You've just inceptioned an idea into my brain.
Do not forget that your PLA is not body safe.
What do you think I'm going to do with the cat ears?
No, I was just going for the natural evolution.
Okay, moving swiftly on.
Install.
Driver's so much easier with SDIO. You know what else is easier? Windows Update.
All I did was go to the AMD website, download 2 things, install them, and I am done.
Yeah, I was going to say, we've got AMD website and Windows Update. I do not trust a third-party installer to have the latest AMD drivers.
Oh. Not allowed resolution yet.
Pizza pickup. Did I say 20 past or 25 past?
I don't know. I heard you say 11:11.
Yeah, it was 11 minutes, and that was at at 11 minutes past 6. So
then that would be 22.
yeah, but that's assuming that they do it in literally 11 minutes. I was adding a little bit of buffer onto that. Yeah, 11:11. It was 11 minutes to go. I'll give it until 25 past, so it's another 5 minutes.
Dun, dun, dun,
I'll get ready
dun,
to go in a
dun,
few
dun.
minutes. Yeah, I'll go at 25. They're literally 20 meters up the street, so. Ba 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 ba.
Oh.
Oh, Cat is on Discord is £6 apparently. Fair enough.
Yes.
That's not horrifying. Oh, Montenegro has the .me TLD. Today I learned.
Huh? I think I just told it to re-download the download by telling it to open the download. I think Edge got confused.
Nutty the heck.
Be gone.
Very well.
Edge off.
All right.
Also, that sounds like a really bad competition.
I'm kind of tempted to.
Oh, okay.
Oh, good job. Oh, Windows update is in progress.
That's fine.
Lame. I'm kind of tempted to grab that Lianli case and just unbox that and have a look at it.
Go on then.
I mean, I'm going to wait for a second, like, get the pizza, but, you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Very well.
Yeah. Like, I don't think we're going to sit and eat pizza because, like, it will take me like 20 minutes to eat my fill of pizza, and I don't think people want to sit and watch me eat pizza on stream. I'm sure there's some people that are into that, but you know.
Yes.
However,
they pay the Japanese women lots.
Yeah. However, in any case, we'll get the pizza, have a slice of pizza, and then unbox that Lianli and have a look at it.
Yes.
I think.
Very good.
I hate the recent 2.5 gig large Windows updates. Yeah, they don't show you the size anymore, so I've no idea how which ones are which ones are big. Yeah, it's getting bad. Like it's been because we are nearly a year since the last build update. Windows update on a fresh install is kind of meh at the moment. This is the nice thing about when we get like biannual build updates, because like if we'd gotten a 25H1 update, a lot of these Windows updates would be much smaller or not necessary at all because it would all be rolled into the build update.
Yeah.
That's the point of the build updates. It stops Windows Update from getting horrifying.
Yeah.
Because like, I bet the Windows side-by-side folder is pretty bloated at the moment as well. You can get the monthly updated ISOs. Are they updated though? Like, do they actually have the Windows updates rolled into them?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, like
serious
question.
I think some of them
serious
do.
question. Yeah. Yeah, get the 25H2 ISO. The 25H2 ISO is going to be an insider build, and you do not want to install that on a customer computer because once you're on insider builds, unless they've changed it, it's really difficult to get out of insider builds without doing a clean install. There's a custom ISO maker site. Yeah, ain't nobody got time for that though. It's not insider now. Are you sure? Citation needed. Are you saying that 25H2 is out?
Interesting.
25H2 release. Let's see. Microsoft has officially announced the name and release date. 25H2, public second half of 25. Oh my god.
Look at the Microsoft blog.
Oh yeah. Let's see what that's got on
Because
it.
it's on the release preview channel. Ah,
Yeah.
interesting. Apparently 24H2 and 25H2 have the same servicing branch.
Fair enough. Either way, yeah, everyone else is saying no, so yeah,
Which
no.
effectively means it will be a enablement update only. Which is possibly going to be terrible. It's like how 23H2 was for the longest time. There just wasn't an installer for 23H2.
Oh, yeah, I'd forgotten that. Yeah. I mean, the only saving grace is that 23H2 took like 10 minutes to install.
Yeah, but it means you still have to run the earlier installer to install Windows.
Yeah, but like it
So
took
it won't
almost...
fix this,
Oh, yes. Point. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
which was our entire point.
Yeah. Yeah, Marcel also says it'll be an enablement. Gross, I hate it.
Yeah.
That sucks. So yeah, actually, so we're stuck with this for the foreseeable future then, yeah. That's very annoying. That's particularly vexing considering how long of a service life 24H2 has had. Like, 23H2, did we have a 23H1?
I don't recall.
Yeah, can't remember. Yeah. 24H2 also had some issues on rollout. Yeah, but it wasn't an enablement thing. You could just download the ISO and install it. I know 24H2 has had a bit of a checkered history. It hasn't really bothered me because despite the myriad of complaints for 24H2, I have not had a single problem with it. I've been running it all year on my PC at home. Not a peep. Nothing. So yeah. Haven't had a single issue with it. Which is not to say that there's nothing wrong with it, but the point is, you know, a lot of people seem to think that it's some weird boogeyman that's unstable as hell. But yeah. Alright. Right, I'm going to go get that pizza.
Very well. I'm going to install a graphics driver.
Have fun.
I will.
I'll be back in a moment. Oh, also, is the battery low on this mic? Because it's got a red light on it.
Or did you just start recording again?
I might have just started recording again. No, the battery's low on it. Oh well.
Or you can put it in the case then.
Yeah, I can while I'm... Yeah. Give it a little bit of a charge. I guess I've been shouting more than you or something.
All the case is dead?
Yeah. Alright. BRB.
Does the case have any charge? Oh, yes. Good. Don't break anything. But now's my chance! This is the point where we find he's left his keys. And at some point... Updated ISO for September, you can search US Windows 11 Consumer Editions version 2 for updated September. Ah, interesting. Interesting. And that's actually got the updates rolled into it. Yes, just a customer walks in and you're just like, no, 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 go away. Oh, thank you, Bing search. The first result for searching for September 25 is December 24. Excellent. Fabulous. This is unhelpful. Thanks, Edge. Useless. Oh well. Good. May we have resolution now? Hell yeah. You did it. Welcome back.
More like Lead Farmer did it. Heck yeah.
Woo.
Ha!
That's a pizza.
Hello. I'm back. I jogged up the road, so I'm slightly out of breath.
Time for the Lianli.
Time for a slice of pizza first, then I'll Lianli. Ha! Pizza! Huh. I'm going to try not to make mastication noises into the mic now.
Why not? By the fact that people can't see your hands, it makes it even funnier.
It's for Carrot Dog too. Yeah.
Bonk.
Eat the pizza, Carrot Dog.
Okay.
Eat it. Alright, I'm not going to dynamically mute us both, so if people don't like mastication noises, then deal with it. I think family pizza and kebab, which is where I often go on Saturday evenings, is better than Mammaries these days. Mammaries is good because it's close, though. You know, I go there for burgers and stuff when I'm working late. But yeah, family pizza have got better pizza. Still good, though.
Suitably saucy.
Oh no.
Help me.
That would have been a disaster if I still had the beard.
Thanks, Nightbot.
What does this mean?
They use too many periods in a row.
Had pizza as well. Domino's Full House, everything on it. I think there's diminishing returns. Like 3 things, 4 tops on a pizza, in my opinion. Otherwise, it's too busy.
I was going to say, once you've got 4 tops involved, then it's a real busy scene. On that note, I desire water. Damn it!
Crashes into the softbox on the way past. Okay. Right, Windows Update is looking extremely boring at the moment, so I'm going to finish this slice, then we'll get this Lianli and have a look at it. You haven't had pizza until you've been to Pizza Rapido in Birmingham. Fair enough. I take it their pizza is particularly good.
It's very Moorish. It's the cocaine.
I was going to make a joke about it being in Birmingham, but, you know. Honestly, I haven't had Domino's in a hot minute. We've got a Domino's, but Family Pizza is next door, and they're cheaper. So
They're also a local business.
Go to Italy for proper pizza.
But pizza isn't Italian. It's American.
So, is this what most people consider pizza is American style pizza?
This is American.
Okay, so Italy doesn't actually have a native pizza then?
The thing what we eat here is not Italian traditional pizza. It's American style pizza.
So what is Italian traditional pizza?
Apparently it's thinner and a lot lighter and peasant food, as most of these things are.
What's up with Birmingham, gentlemen?
Are you from Birmingham, Sleepwalker?
It's fine, don't worry.
Because if you are from Birmingham, it answers the question.
We are merely teasing. Anyone who comes from all the large cities are bad. I need to try calzone at some point again. I've had it like ages ago, but it was years ago.
May I interest you in a calzone?
I guess. But yeah. My friend got a calzone last weekend and was just like, yeah, I just always get calzone now. And I'm like, yeah, I haven't tried one for a while. Okay. Right. I've had a slice of pizza. Y'all are not here to watch me eat pizza, so we'll save the rest. Huh.
A shaved Graham is not welcome in Birmingham.
Right. I will put the pizza to one side.
I now put the pizza in front of my hot air station.
And let's have a ganders at this Lianli.
Ah, yes. What is this?
So this is the Lianli V100R. I can't remember how much this one was, but it was like fairly cheap.
Ah, yes. Concours pour dominer, concours pour jour.
I see your Italian is as good as your knowledge of pizza.
It's French.
Thanks. I'm aware that's the joke, but yeah. Right.
Oh, it's the Lianli velour.
Come on, Leela. It's real velour.
Thank you, Marcus.
Thank you. Right, I can't remember how much we paid for this. I seem to remember it was very reasonably priced. I think it was like £60, maybe.
I paid nothing.
Yeah.
Using my coupons. Ah.
Cool. All right.
Oh, the IO's funky.
Yeah, so the IO's kind of diagonal down the side there. Okay, it's got the same cheap plastic problem. Like, is it just me, or has plastic quality gone down? Does that feel like cheap plastic to you?
It kind of has to. What with 100% tariffs and all?
Well, yeah, then is that the thing? Like, this year, the plastic qualities have gone down because it's exactly the same first impression that I had with the Fantex. Like, as the moment I touched something that was plastic, I was like, wow, that feels like really cheap plastic.
Yeah.
So, yeah. You just got here. Is this the third build in 2 hours, or are you starting the first build? We've already done the build for this stream.
No. This is the third build this stream. We have done
4
very fast.
Nope.
It only took 45 minutes.
Yeah, no, we're just having a quick look at this because we've got some extra time, and I was like, I've got this Lianli case that I'm going to build, but I'm not building this until during the week, maybe. And I just wanted to have a look at it and just get a first impressions of it, basically.
Are you filming this one?
I don't know yet. I might. I
didn't know if this was the one you were planning on filming.
No, it is not the one that I was planning on filming, no. So, yeah. Oh, that's neat. So, it's got 3 RGB fans on there, and those are reverse bladed. I seem to remember that being a thing. And we do get an exhaust fan as well. So yeah, so they are ARGB fans. They are daisy chained, and they are 4-pin as well, which is nice. So yeah, and is that USB 3 down there? I think it is. Yeah. Yeah. Not 100% sold on the front I/O being diagonal here. Because
it's better than the other I/O because it's got
it's
3
true.
USB ports.
Yeah, it actually has better USBs, but yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's alright. Quite like
That's
that.
kind of neat, yeah. And yeah, it's you get the edge-to-edge front glass on it. Yeah, like I don't know what I was going to say about this. I just wanted to just take it out of the box and give a first impressions. So yeah, what makes the plastic cheap? Smooth matte finish. Yeah, I don't know how to describe it. But just if we compare this plastic, which is just a very matte, scratchy, lightweight plastic, if we compare that to just a nicer case, the nicer case, like, it's still plastic, it just, I don't know, it just feels like nicer plastic. So yeah, it's really hard to be specific about that. Is it real Type-C? It probably is, because the Phanteks was cheating by putting it all on one cable. Let's take the back cover off. Yeah, this one's actually got a proper Type-C front panel connector on it. So yeah. I like that it actually comes with a box for the accessories kit as well. That's a nice touch. Once again, no hard drive enclosure. It's got a space at the bottom where you can bolt a drive in, but it looks like Cage is dead. But again, I'm not super sad about that. I quite like this. If I just spin that around a sec, on the back, we've got, you can't quite see it on camera, but these are clips, so you can kind of just clip a cable underneath that instead of having to zip tie it in. And it's got Velcro tiebacks on the back as well. And we've got an LED strip down the front too. So yeah, first impressions improving as I'm actually starting to see the feature set a bit more. I'm just going to check how much I paid. Where's the mouse? There it is. Yeah, I'll have a look. Let's see. Right, was it Orbit? Orb IT, I think it was. Managed IT services? No, I can't remember now. I can probably just check my email. Let's see, V100. Yes, your order is confirmed. View your order. I paid BTF motherboard space. What's BTF?
Back to the future.
Back to front. I guess.
It's the connectors on the back.
Let's see.
It's the power connectors on the back.
Oh, right. Yes, I see. Yes. Yeah, that's true. Oh, I paid 70 quid for this. Yeah. It's nice. Another £10 would have gotten me a Corsair with the RGB fans though, and I think of course that would a Frame 4000D with RGB fans, and I would say the Frame 4000D, that's all metal, no plastic, and I think the Frame 4000D is a nicer case than this in my opinion. However, this has got that quote unquote fish tank look, so if you're into that, if you want that showcase look, then this has got you covered. So yeah, bang for buck. It's pretty middling in my opinion for the build quality.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't feel robbed, but I'm not blown away. I think 70 quid was too much for that, I think. No front fans. It's got these side panel fans on it. These are intake fans. So those are intaking through the side, and then you've got you're intaking through the side instead of the front, and then you've got a rear exhaust, or you could put in top exhausts as well. So yeah, you did say it was a test buy. I did, and I'm glad I didn't buy more than one, to be honest. But then I'm slightly prejudiced just because I don't like the fish tank look. It's just not my cup of tea. You know, I don't hate it. It's not bad, and I'm sure someone's going to come in. I'll build this up, and I'm sure someone's going to come in and look at it and be like, "That's cool. I want that." You know, someone's going to like it. But I would rather have a Frame 4000D. I think. BTF tax. Maybe. I don't think so.
The one issue, or the one consideration there will be when building in this is just the size of your power supply. Because you might hit the rear I/O depending on how long it is and where the cables exit.
Yeah, that's true.
The side I/O.
Yeah. Can you move the keyboard a sec just so I can lay it down? Yeah, that can be adjusted though. There is a hook in there. Let me get the overhead cam.
I thought that was actually just coming off the PCB.
Yeah, so... it's hard to get the angle correct. However, these front I/O cables are going down to here, which would give you a restriction on how long the power supply can be, accounting for power supply length and cables. However, that is a hook there, and they will go further back. That hooks them to clear a hard drive, basically.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's fine in my book. And yeah, we've got the tiebacks in places. Token gesture 2.5-inch mount there for people who still care about that as well. But then 2.5-inch mounts are really good for putting like fan controllers and stuff like that, so they still have value. But yeah, as I say, I'm just not super sold on the plastic finish on top. Yeah, it's fine. I think I would have been happier if I paid £60 for it. But we're talking a £10 difference here, so that's not like the end of the world. Are 2.5-inch SSDs cheaper than M.2? No. NVMe is cheaper these days. For quite a while, 2.5-inch SSDs were a bit cheaper because there was SATA and NVMe was expensive. But these days, NVMe drives are cheaper because they've got smaller parts. Yes, the fans are PWM. I mean, I'm fairly impressed with the fans because you've got 4 ARGB fans, and the side intake fans are reverse bladed, which is a really nice touch. So I guess when you factor that in, the fact that they bothered to put in reverse blade fans and stuff like that, you know, I think there's just enough there to be like, okay, yeah, you know what, that's fine. Also, the fans are daisy chained and they are pre-plumbed in. So, you know, the tidying is done for you. So, and, you know, again, the accessory box being in a nice little plastic divider box. Yeah, okay, you know what, I'll let them have it.
Yeah, it adds a few pennies here and there, doesn't it?
You can see why it costs more. They've got bits where you're just like, yeah, that costs extra, that costs extra, that costs extra. So that's fair. But yeah, if it were me, I'd buy a Frame 4000D. But yeah, if you like the style of case though, it's pretty good. Not for $90 though. Yeah, I mean, no, not for 90, but also though, I paid £70 for this. Is probably $70 US because broadly speaking, when you factor in tax and stuff like that, it's pounds and dollars are usually about even. Something that costs £70 Great British pounds is probably going to be 70 USD over in America. So yes. Bottom dust filter. It's got a dust filter for the power supply. Where was the back?
That's
The
quite
back
big.
panel. Actually, the back panel doesn't have a dust filter on it, and this is a main intake, but it is a pretty fine mesh. Fantex have used a mesh this fine on the front of their cases, and I haven't seen that cause a problem. So yeah, although this side panel doesn't actually have a dust filter on it, I think that's fine enough that you're not going to have a problem. So yeah. So I think that's kind of fine, to be honest. So yes, for the budget-oriented gamer, it can work. Yeah, I think if you like the fish tank style cases and you're looking for a cheap one, I think this is nice, and you get to have a Lianli badge on your case.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah, it's fine. I don't think I'm going to buy another one of these, but I don't hate it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I prefer the the Eclipse G370 that we built in today, because that's a more traditional case.
Yeah.
Whereas because that one, I can sell that to a normie who just wanted to buy a computer with a graphics card in it, kind of thing. And
Yes.
even though it's a gamer case, I can set the RGB to be like just flat white, and it's a good looking case. Whereas this one's I wouldn't sell this to the same customer. This doesn't pass the wedding test. It's too gamery, in my opinion. But that's purely subjective, just because it's too much glass. So yeah. Okay. Yeah, 315 Canadian. The white version is 125 Canadian. Fair. Proxmox plans for discs and vid cards for it. No such plans yet. This talk is like car guys saying it has nice wheels. I guess that's the problem when you're giving your subjective opinion on something. You kind of just have to be vague like that. That's just how reviewing something subjectively works. Or but that's the thing. Like, I can talk about, I think this plastic feels cheap. I have felt better plastic than this. And I can point out the things that I think are value for money. But in terms of the looks and feels of it, I'm just spouting my opinion there. And at the end of the day, if you're not here for my opinion, then what are you doing here? So,
The metal's
is this the
reasonably
V100?
sturdy.
It's €80. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yes, this is the V100. V100R.
It is the velour.
What was that about the metal?
It's reasonably strong.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, the metal is all right. One thing it does have, which it has got, so the PCI brackets are removable with thumb screws, and also it's got an inset rear I/O panel, which is more expensive to manufacture and makes the back of the case a lot stronger, in my experience.
Yeah.
Whereas when you have a flat rear panel, like the Phanteks Eclipse did, the back, when it's flat, it's got a lot more flex in it, and just generally feels cheaper. So that, again, adds a more premium feel, in my opinion. Yeah. As for the cheap plastic, to me, it's how thick it is and how scratchy catchy it is. Yeah, this feels like scratchy plastic to me. So yeah. Okay. Right. What is our timer on? Have we hit the 3-hour marker? Oh, yeah, we have. So, yes. Yep. As Marcel said, I have also enjoyed this conversation in English. So, yeah, we had a look at a server, which I don't know what the timescale for that is. I'm not going to promise that we're going to look at that next week, if at all. I'll do something with that at some point. We've built a PC and we've looked at this.
Yeah.
We're going to go eat a pizza now, I guess. So, yeah, thank you everyone for joining in. Thanks to Arnold G, aka Lead Farmer, for the pizza. Much appreciated, man.
Yay, pizza.
Thanks. Yeah, we'll see y'all next week with something else.
Things.
Yes.
Stuff
and or things.
Yes.
So yeah. I'm tempted to say, yeah, I've been thinking we need to sort of have, I think we need to bring back some more structured topics at some point as well. We've got a room in the Discord for topic ideas for Two Guys Talk Tech, but it's kind of dead at the moment because we don't push it. But
yeah.
I'm tempted to say,
Should clear the channel and start again.
I agree. Yeah. I'll purge the channel, and during the week people can post some topic ideas. And by topic ideas, we mean like news topics. I think we're gonna find other stuff to do as well, but just stuff that happens during the week. So yeah. All right. Thanks everyone for tuning in. We'll see you all next week with something else. Bye for now.
Have one.
Now would be a good time to insert ads. Not on my watch.
Do it.
See ya, suckers.
Bye.